Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Feel Good Friday, and we got 3+ hours of SmackDown tonight, the go-home show for the Royal Rumble. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your Feel Good, and welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we bring you WWE Smackdown tonight. 3+ hours of coverage. It's going to be a fun one. We got lots to get into, lots to talk about, lots of rumors, news, and a whole bunch of other stuff as we are on the eve of the Royal Rumble tonight. Again, going to be an interesting one. Lots on the card tonight, or at least enough on the card tonight to get into, plus a lot of build for the Rumble tomorrow. Plus, we're seeing a lot of videos, a lot of fan videos of all the fun that's going on in Indy right now. But me and that pretty face got you for the next few. Get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a friend, tell a friend, and make sure you click those little reaction buttons down at the bottom. They help our algorithm out immensely. Don't forget, we are on Twitch as well, but we are looking forward to bringing you all the action here tonight. Make sure, folks, that you hit all the buttons. You follow us on all the socials. You be a part of the family. But without further ado, I will remind you, I am Mr. KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick. You are not, I can't hear you. We've lost Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we proudly bring to you all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Big Nick. I am Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. Happy to be with you. And we have lost audio on Nick's side of things. It happens. It happens. It's all right. But I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You put another week in the books, and we are ready to go. Again, we're going to get into it tonight. We're going to talk a lot about the Rumble. Last night, we did our preview show. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure you check that out. But it should be a fun one as there's a lot going on. We talked about, who could be a surprise, who might be in the Rumble, who's not on the roster or active on the roster that could find themselves there tomorrow. But there's a lot of things we haven't talked about. A lot of wrestlers we haven't got into. We haven't talked about members of Judgment Day. We haven't talked about the Wyatt Six. We haven't talked about people like The Miz and, other members of the roster, tag teams or otherwise. Would someone like, would members of the Street Profits be in there? We don't know. A lot of questions, a lot of people just checking my level, but a lot of people could be in this Rumble tomorrow, both on the men's and women's side. The women's have a lot of names as well, but it's going to be a fun one here on the channel. We're going to dive all the way into it. Just waiting for you to pop on in.
Fair enough. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
No, well, we can, but you're muffled.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, you're very staticky, sir.
I apologize. I will attempt this again.
Yeah, no, we can't. But ladies and gentlemen, if I haven't told you before, we are live, and sometimes live stuff happens, but the show rolls on, and we are about 23 minutes away from the start of SmackDown tonight. Looking forward to it. I will remind everybody that can hear my voice right now, if you haven't left a comment on one of our live streams this week, you are missing your chance to be in the Wrestling for Life Network Rumbles. You can get in there right now. I think we have 14 competitors that are going to be in the Rumble. We will announce what the order is tomorrow, what number the entrants will receive. So make sure tonight is your last chance. By the end of the stream tonight, or by midnight tonight, whenever I go to bed. But tonight is your last night. When we wake up tomorrow, whoever's entered is entered. Might win a little prize. We might get the predictions title. But yeah, be in the Royal Rumble. So you have to go hashtag Royal Rumble on any one of our live streams from this past week to get into that. This stream would work. Last night's stream would work. But make sure you do so if you want to be in the Wrestling for Life Network Rumble tomorrow. I will remind everybody we are live at 5 p.m. It's going to be a fun one. I'm super excited. We did the predictions and previews. If you haven't seen that yet, go to our chat, go check it out, or go to our library, go check it out. It's up on the channel, but make sure you go check that out. It was a lot of fun. We went through a lot of possibilities, a lot of who could be there. Still a lot of rumors. Rocco, you got to comment, not put in the chat, my guy. Doesn't count in the chat. You got to comment on a video. But without further ado, I will let you know that, of course, KO, Cody, we're still dealing with this. Joe Testatori came out today. Yes, did announce that the first hour commercial free tonight. So we're rocking and rolling. KO was mad about the interview time that Cody was getting. So KO will get interview time tonight. He will be on the show. What will that mean for tomorrow? Of course, 8-man tag going to happen as MCMG are going to team up with Los Ingobernables. No, Los Lobos, as we like to call them, and take on DIY with Pretty Deadly. Should be a fun one. The titles are on the line tomorrow. I know there's split feeling on who's going to win that. So, yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. Chelsea Green, Mission going after the U.S. title. Chelsea Green's been on fire, been on a roll, been a champ, and Mission's been trying to knock her off. So we will see how that goes tonight. Jimmy will be taking on Carmelo Hayes as well. Should be a fun match for both. We'll see how this ties in. Again, we're still waiting on more names to get into the Royal Rumble. Solo hasn't been announced. None of the Bloodline have been announced. So, again, very curious, very curious. And Naomi's going to take on Liv Morgan. There's a good chance that this just turns into an all-ladies brawl at some point, but we will see. And then, of course, as I said, just call them the Mexicools. I like it. I like it. But as I said before, it's going to be fun tomorrow. 30 women, 30 men, over the top, ladder match for the titles, 2 out of 3 falls for the tag titles. It's going to be one hell of a night. We are looking forward to it. Cannot wait for all of it to take place. But without further ado, with time ticking away, I will say hello to Eric Isaac. Welcome back. Wrestling for Life buddies. Happy Rumble Eve, and prayers up to all the families who lost loved ones in the awful plane crash in my native home of DC. Yeah, very sad story. It's always, tragic when you hear stories like this one. But yeah, a plane and a helicopter should not be conversing in the sky. And thoughts and prayers go out to everybody for sure. But thank you for being here, Eric. Damien, good to see you. Welcome back. Looking forward to Carmelo Hayes and Jimmy. So we'll see. First hour of SmackDown is commercial free tonight, folks. If you did not know that, no commercials. They're going all out. It feels like a big night. It feels like a big event. Lots of implication into SmackDown tonight. So we will see how that goes. Clay Lewis back with us. What's up? I can't watch. Well, you can watch with us. Rocco, welcome back. Big Dog, good to see you. Broadcasting live from the Jimmy Crack Corn Studios. And we don't care because we just, there you go. I jumped the gun. There you go. It's Wrestling Full Live. Let's go. J1, welcome back. Even though I'm dealing with snowstorm here in Detroit. Yo, we're like neighbors, J1. I feel you. I'm still here supporting the content and bringing the first hour SmackDown commercial free. J1, we appreciate the love. Stay safe in the snowy weather. Watch those roads. They get slippery. We had a good amount of snow here today on and off, so wouldn't call it a storm, especially by Canadian standards, but definitely a stormy one out there. Wrestling Revolver is underway. Yes, Bradley, the former predictions champ, or one of our former predictions champs. We are definitely getting Wrestling Revolver tonight. I did have it up. Basically, they're doing the Square Games. So, again, Wrestling Revolver always puts on good cards. I'm not sure what's happening at the moment, but I will fill you in as soon as I get a handle on the situation. I know Mash is competing. Is Masha Megan Bain? No, there's Masha now. Masha. Can we get Finn Dom versus Penta Ray at Mania? I don't know. We might get Penta Ray straight up. Finn, I think, is drifting from the Judgment Day Rocco, so that's a tough one. I don't know. Jules, missed the pre-Rumble show earlier. Hope I didn't miss much. It's same old stuff. And again, it's funny, we missed it. We always cover those pre-shows. We did miss earlier today. There was other things going on in life. But yeah, the same stuff. We had a couple promos, couple of heat, nothing major as far as I know. But again, always a fun time to kick off the weekend. Danisha, welcome back. Good to see you. Cherokee George, welcome. Medical Ear 55 plane crashes into a near mall. Did that happen? In Philadelphia, T's and P's there too. Planes falling out of the sky is not good, folks. Not good. I like to travel. That is terrifying. Boys, I'm excited. It's SmackDown. Got the vitamins. Always. TJ, welcome back. Jordan, welcome back. Jules, muted. Yeah, mute Nick. Muted Nick. What a rare sight. Right. I think Nick might have screamed his mic out of commission. But we'll get him back. Jason, how you doing? Praise for all the people in Philadelphia Northeast section. There was a plane crash outside of Roosevelt Mall. Yeah, so T's and P's. Again, you hate hearing it. You really do. Christian, welcome back. Roll Tie, I see you. My Minnesota Wild and Alabama ranked high in hockey and basketball. Wild have been having a phenomenal year. So, yeah, all the shout out to the Wild. And shout out to Alabama. Why not? Greg, welcome back. Good to see you. TJ got you. Rocco, like I said, hashtag Royal Rumble in the comment section of one of our live streams from this week if you want to enter the Royal Rumble contest. What up, Ronnie? TJ, another TJ in the house. Good to see you. Will we see women's U.S. title change? I say no. Gotcha. Give you a like. Thank you, Ronnie. Friday night, knee pads, the knee pad patrol on the loose on a Friday night. MDB, good to see you. Welcome back. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Ken got you. OG Dale in the house. Welcome, sir. If I know Kevin Owens, he's going to air some dirty laundry on Cody to humiliate and embarrass him before the Rumble. Certainly going to try. We'll see how this all plays out. Will Cody, respond on the spot? Will we get a confrontation? Will we get another little bit of throwdown? We'll see. Roll Tie, same for you. Make sure I think you're already in, but make sure you put it in one of the comments so I don't miss you. NXT Evolve, first ever episode will take place Friday, February 7th. Interesting. I know they did trademark that. That's very interesting, Damien. So we will see how that goes. Acoustic Architect, welcome back. Good evening. I came here to do two things: watch wrestling and chew bubblegum, and I'm almost all out of bubblegum. Love it. What up, Chambers? Welcome back. George, we got you. Christian, we got you. Rocco, Boston, how you doing? Welcome to on this fine Friday night. I hope everyone is doing well. As tomorrow we flip the calendar, February. We're in February already. Holy shit. What up? Roll Tie, got you. Cherokee Spaz, welcome back with the super chat. Always appreciate the love and support, sir. Sup, brother KJ and chat. The fundraiser for my sister-in-law is still pinned on my ex. Thoughts and prayers to all affected by the plane crash and fireball happening downtown Philadelphia 1 hour ago. Yeah, T's and P's for sure. Absolutely. And again, thank you so much for the super chat, folks. It is your way to guarantee that we click on your comment. So do not forget that. Go check out my man Spaz. Give him some love as he's always sharing the love. I entered myself in Royal Rumble. There you go, Ronnie. That's how to do it. Get in there by yourself. TJ got you. Scotty, good to see you. Welcome back, sir. Chambers says Chelsea Green versus Mission. Liv versus Naomi. Facts. Jay and Carmelo got it. DIY and Los Garza. Terrible name. And MCMG, pretty deadly. Joe Testori interviews KO. That's what we know of so far, Chambers. That's very accurate. Boy, BDE and Alpha Sigma are wrestling. Let's go. Says who? They should change Finn to Pin Balor for all the L's he's been taking. Oh, aren't we just punny tonight? Acoustic Tag, unfortunately, I will not be here for the Rumble. Oh, what's up?
Well, I was trying. Can you hear me now, please? For the love of
yeah.
Hallelujah. Thank you. Okay. We tested everything.
Just turn your volume down a touch. I think you're good to go.
Okay. Is that better now, sir?
Yes, wonderful. Everybody can hear Nick clearly.
There we go. I was coming out on a terrible part and everything. Yes, I apologize. Mea culpa, mea culpa. I lay myself before the court and everything with that. But I do also have to thank my wonderful technician, Miss Wifey, Mrs. Big Nick, and everything.
Miss Big
I
Nick.
had to call in and wake her up and everything and fix everything. But I apologize. Back to the proceedings.
Oh, that poor lady was having a nice snooze, and this man come running in. Bang!
I was like, I need help. I need your help. I need your help. Help me.
Well, you're back at it, folks. Everybody give Nick some thumbs up, give him some fire, give him some love.
I'm gonna need a house to stay. Everyone that gives you a thumbs up, I'm staying at your house for a week now because you're about to kick me out.
Right. But we do have Masha and Ace Austin on Wrestling Revolver. SmackDown is about 12 minutes away from starting. And what up, Kenji, over on our Twitch? Don't forget, we have Twitch, folks, and we are trying to get to our first milestone of 50 followers. We are currently at 26. Kenji, thank you for joining us on Twitch. Andy, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Nick is back. Good to see ya. Royal Rumble stage construction is now finished. Absolutely. Night before, I did see some pictures going up, so it should be great. 65,000 are estimated to be in the building tomorrow night. So that shall be fun. That is WrestleMania size event. It should be insane.
I've kept myself away from looking at the stage. The most I saw someone that took a video of all of like the sound testing and all that. I didn't even hear the audio. I just saw a video of the sound test. I'm trying to stay as virgin eyes on the Royal Rumble stage and the presentation, everything as I can.
Right. No, I haven't seen much of it. I saw a couple stills, and they still had like the covering on the screens and shit. So
fair enough.
We will see. We will see. Byron, welcome back. Welcome back. Unfortunately, this was the one I was reading. Tuscan. Oh, shout out. There you go. There you go. But I'm here tonight. Well, you can always watch us after the fact, sir. You know what? Just put an earphone in. Listen to us while you play. You're good to go.
You'd be super talented. You'd be a badass, if you do that.
I want to check out Tucson. Is it nice?
Arizona? By the time I get to Arizona, now you got me thinking of Public Enemy.
Right. Masha Ace Austin on Wrestling Revolver. That is fact. It is my pleasure. Thanks for giving me some place to be. Absolutely, absolutely. Have you the new WWE NXT Black and Gold channel? It's crazy. Yes, we've talked a lot about it this week. A lot of people are pumped about it, and they're pretty happy. So, I mean, again, it's a nice way to continue to branch out. And again, for some people, I saw comments where people had posted about it, and they're like, we're watching this channel on a Wednesday instead of the other one. So
I mean, you're not wrong. It did win the Wednesday Night War a time or two.
It's cooking. It's cooking. What can you say? What can you say? Christian, I will remind you, you have to comment on the video, not in the chat. Any one of the videos from this week in the comment section of the video, put hashtag Royal Rumble, and you will enter the Wrestling for Life Royal Rumbles.
Right. So here's a brief cheat code for everybody out there right now. You can click for half a second off of this video, go to one of our videos from earlier in the week, hashtag Royal Rumble under that, and then come right back.
Yeah, do it. Right. First come, first serve. Then the spots are filling up. We just have slightly over 10 spots left. So get in there. Maddie, Mr. Marijuana, how you doing? How you doing? And this is the best show around. We appreciate the love, sir. Hope you are doing well. MDB, hashtag Virgin Eyes, aka Yuta Eyes. That's interesting.
Yuta has no eyes. Yuta, it's not the face, mom, with his skin haircut.
Danny Vargas, welcome. Jason, how you doing? ABJ, what is good? T's and P's to Nick's wife, please. Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm gonna catch a beating after this. I'm gonna catch a beating.
Right. It's an amazing day.
I'm not gonna spoiler alert. Secret time. She was back, like literally right behind me, just right off screen and everything. Yep. When I first came back, just in case I still wasn't good and everything like that. So she heard me put her over. So yes,
there you go.
So wifey, there, getting brownie points back. I'm gonna need them.
Oh. Jessica Havoc's back.
Are you surprised? Well, I mean, I'm halfway am and halfway not surprised that she returns in Wrestling Revolver, her husband's promotion, versus returns in TNA.
We haven't seen her doing much, but apparently
no uncertainable reason.
Right? Apparently, low ball contracts are pissing off TNA talent. That's the rumor. Mike Clayton, hashtag Royal Rumble. Again, I will repeat for the last time until later tonight. But put hashtag Royal Rumble in one of our live streams from this week, including this one, but not in the chat section of tonight's show.
After the show. After the show.
All right, we're up to 27 on Twitch. We're moving. We're making things twitch.
Let's see if we can get 30 by tonight.
Let's go.
For the Royal Rumble, let's see if absolutely we can get at least 30 for the Royal Rumble.
Right. W to Miss Nick. Let's go. Big shout out, Miss Nick. Making things happen. I was lonely trying to, open the show.
I felt so bad because I came back. I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to shoot my shot. And you're like, nope, still bad. I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah, it was cool. You disappeared completely, and then when it returned, it was just you were like talking into a garbage bag. It was rough. Don't get mad, get glad. Let's go. But ladies and gentlemen, we are just over 6 minutes away from the start of SmackDown tonight. At the end of the countdown, Nick and I will try and sync up. You can sync up with us if you want to watch along at the same pace we are. But lots going on tonight, Nick. I know you weren't here, but we talked about it. A lot of intrigue going into the Rumble. The one thing I did want to talk to you about now that you're back is we talked last night with our preview. We talked about our favorites, who we think is going to win, who's announced for it. We talked about who could show up as surprises. We haven't talked a whole lot about the roster members or entrants. We didn't talk about anyone from JD, the Wyatt Six, the Miz, Karrion Kross. There's a lot of names. I know that's the dudes, but there's a lot of ladies as well. That we didn't really get into as far as who's in, who's out. Do we get like a Tozawa just for a wasted spot? Does Maxine get in there?
Now, see, with the women, I feel very much you're more likely. Like, I feel like a name we almost kind of forgot until I remembered it today was Lash Legend. I think she has the big showing out in the women's Rumble and everything. The men's, I feel, leans towards surprises, what have yous a bit. We're halfway through it. And I mean, respectfully, I always hate those Rumbles when you get like, no disrespect, but a Tozawa, an Otis, someone has no chance, has no business being there, especially when you have a murderer's row like you have. Right. Leave it untouched. The women's Rumble, I could see. I think we're going to get much more in-house talent shows up there. Men's Rumble, you'll get some surprises. You'll get some hoots and hollerings.
Right. Well, I mean, again, I agree with you. I mean, Kai and Ty, like, oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, again, I can't remember the entire list off the top of my head, but I'm sure if I look close enough at the graphic, like Jimmy Uso hasn't declared for the Rumble yet. Solo's not doing anything that we know of.
Those two are different than like Akira Tozawa. I know.
Tozawa gets to move on, but most likely, I'd imagine Jacob Fatu is going to be in the Rumble.
No, honestly,
no.
Because he has to win it. He has to. Who beats Jacob Fatu? He crushed Braun Strowman's cranium and everything like that. It just made that bleed out of nowhere and everything. So 100%, Jacob. Like, who chucks out Jacob? Like, that's a huge moment right there in itself.
I mean, that again, if you were trying to set something up, he doesn't have to win it. Nobody has to win it. Like, that's the one thing about the Rumble is, if Jacob's in a match with somebody, he's a heavy, heavy favorite. But if you're in the Rumble, shit goes wrong. Doesn't matter who you are. And the best of the best of the best have been thrown out of the Rumble.
John Cena tosses out Jacob Fatu.
Oh. Yeah, let's go. And then Jacob pulls him out and beats the shit out of him.
We get an awesome moment, and he's out. He's stretchered out for half the Rumble, and then comes back at like number 27.
Still, one of the best things ever was Austin getting dumped out and jumping back in. They're like, nobody saw it.
Right.
But Tommy Dreamer is coming out wrestling Revolver, if anyone's curious. Saffit, welcome back. 6 things: hydrate and dodge, duck, dip, dive and dodge. Those are very important 6 things. Waka Flocka Seagulls. What a wicked name.
That's great.
It's like a fantasy sports name.
Fantasy, but it's fantastic. Well, I'll click on this one real quick, though. I think this is the first ever like band shout out we've officially gotten of Acoustic Architect saying, "Tell you what, I'm gonna give you guys a shout out at our show tomorrow. We're called The Hollow. We're fairly new, but I'll get the word out. I dig this channel. You get a star, sir.
We dig the hollow,
Right?
the hollow.
That's a AW grave is a hollow grave, not even a shallow one, just a hollow one.
Right. Spaz with another $10 in the bank. Cheap plug, but not for me, but kind of for me. Live Rumble review over at Jack DeMarco's show. Countdown ended. So when KJ and Sticky Nicky are done, I love Sticky Nicky. That's funny. Click your clicker over to us. Yeah, go give some love to Spaz and Don Juan DeMarco.
Right. Don DeMarco. Yeah, we're the Sticky Bandits out here, I guess. You're KYJ and I'm Sticky Nicky.
Yeah, I'm Slippery. You're Sticky. Sounds about right.
Is that the modern Ebony and Ivory? I'm Slippery and you're Sticky.
Let's go. Sticky Lil Nicky.
That's how we're gonna have to enter, intro the next members only stream of
right.
Hi, I'm Sticky. Hi.
Yeah, absolutely. Jessica Havoc has joined the cause. Gia Miller. There you go.
What cause
and
is she
Masha got the win.
Is she gonna do like back to back duty and everything like that with showing up in the Rumble tomorrow night?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this indie show is this Wrestling Revolver show is in the indie.
Yeah, well, we're going there with it's an indie show in the indie, but yeah,
it's indie. So
yeah, well, there's been a lot of outside WWE talent that's also around Indianapolis and everything right now. Like, I don't know if you talked about it or if you've seen it. The most confusing headline I think I've ever read when it comes to pro wrestling of outside sources outside of WWE think, Matt Cardona might be in the Royal Rumble. I'm like, what is this trying to say? Like, so people think he might be. Who are you? What's going on here? But could Matt Cardona be in the Royal Rumble?
Matt Cardona teases it every year. It's talked about every year. It's a possibility every year. I think Matt Cardona does it to sell tickets to other shows, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think Matt Cardona, I'd put at a 20% chance to be in the Rumble.
Fair enough. Andy, what up?
One of my favorite headlines today was Charlotte Flair to get title run upon her return. Well, yeah, like maybe not right away, but we do expect that WWE
followed by water is wet.
Water is wet and oxygen is needed.
Exactly. Well, Annie bringing up, would it be crazy if Charlotte and Becky started number 1 and 2 tomorrow? I think we talked about that on our prediction show last night. Well, I thought about this today, and I know we hadn't talked about it, and we'll probably touch on it again tomorrow. Do you have a favorite for Iron Man, Iron Woman in the Rumble, the one that goes the longest time?
I think Bailey's a good shout. She likes I think she's had a couple shorter ones, then she did the longer one, and actually she might be the record holder right now. Bianca Belair, I could see coming in like 3, 4, even 2. I think last night I said she might be one of the first 2, and going for quite a while.
Fair enough. Do you have any on the men's? As I'm about to get.
Oh, here we go.
Then
now.
I will let you know when I get to now. Then I'm at now. I have
Forever.
Okay. There we go. Netflix doing us favors.
There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, Nick and I are synced up. We are about to be all together and dialed in. So make sure you do the same as we bring you all the action here tonight. 3 hours plus here tonight.
And I don't know, because microphone didn't like me. Have you mentioned about how the first hour is commercial free, which is normally something that they very much do if there's going to be a moment, if there's going to be a thing.
Well, I thought it was really interesting. Like KO threw a temper tantrum at the events today because Cody was getting interview time. So now KO is going to get interview time. 1 hour, commercial free. The tag champs are in the building.
Right. Yes. As Tommy Dreamer just looking like what I'm almost literally wearing right now.
Right.
You switch out that for sweatpants, and I think we're close.
Right. I really hope
The official security for Chelsea.
It's so good. Yeah. Mission coming in with B-Fab.
What do you do with Mission if she doesn't win tonight? Like, is it this almost kind of, because she's put out the whole thing of like, this is the last shot.
If it was the last shot tonight, I think she's screwed. I wouldn't take the belt off Chelsea right now. So I don't think this is the last shot. I think she has another shot coming. But yeah, tonight is not the night for Chelsea Green to drop that belt.
Fair enough. I really hope Jade and Naomi are number 1 and number 2.
Bianca and Naomi would be more fun. Jade number 3, confuse everybody.
It'd be super interesting and all that. I mean, I think Jade, if she comes out, she's more of a surprise than anything. She's not, like one of the first 2 to 3
right.
in.
Michael Cole's got a podium.
Well, he's got to recover after being out there crowd surfing and everything. Did you see that? I don't know how much you watched the kickoff, but yeah.
A little bit. There we go. So they're calling for over 65,000 to be live tomorrow night. That's a whole lot of people popping for these pops. So finger popping your wrestling.
Whoa. Right.
Sanity should appear as one entry and create insanity. Highly unlikely I'm broken, but welcome back, sir. What's up, Michelle? Good to see you. Piper versus Green. He gets the home. See, this is why he's not going to be in the Rumble. They give him this instead.
And I'll take that because honestly, I know we had kind of debated that, and I get the sense of why you would do it. But that's a bigger discussion as to, do you have someone take a moment from someone who could be viable in that match versus someone who can't?
Yeah. Like if Pat is just going to be in there to like throw himself over like last year, don't do it. And you give him this moment. He gets the big entrance. You do that tomorrow night at Rumble. Your hometown boy in front of 65,000. You bring him out. That's the Pat pop. But they're
you don't need a Kai Cenat moment or anything like that. You get that kind of view. Well, we talked about it. I show speed any of the streamers that they're going to have.
I hope not.
Valid, and I agree with that. And I even took it to Pat of I love Pat, but I don't want him in the Rumble. Like you said, this moment suffices.
You're not wrong. I agree with you. I completely agree with that. The minute I saw it, I was like, that's good enough.
Oh yeah, that's your moment. That's your moment. You got it. You don't. I mean, Christ, there's people out there talking that you could add a 31 entrant into the Royal Rumble instead of just 30.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, he's just bigging up Indy right now, and I'm trying to figure out what MDB is talking about. I found your long lost twin behind Michael Cole. Red shirt holding a kid. Is it a chubby guy with a beard? No, come on, bro.
I don't even see anyone holding a kid, let alone.
I see it, but his beard's not good enough, bro. Come on now.
No, Kevin Owens is the doppelganger. I just needed a Spider-Man. By the time, I don't know, I cease to exist, I need a picture framed of KJ White and Kevin Owens just doing the Spider-Man meme, just pointing back at each other.
I like it. Austin Theory should be in all of these big matches. Again, another name we've seen around. Could a Theory make it into the Rumble? There are going to be some soft entrants. They're not all going to be superstars, like top of the card guys.
Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are about to get smashed by Oba Femi at Vengeance Day. So no, you get no credibility anymore.
How about no, you crazy Dutch
bastard? And I also didn't even realize that on NXT they were chanting "Turn on Waller," or "Turn on Grayson," which might have sounded like another chant. But yeah.
I am thankful to be here. Let's have a Raw tonight.
Well, SmackDown instead of Raw, but yeah. It's interesting though too because Pat's been very critical of the Colts and caught heat for it since he used to play for the Colts. So now big enough, we're Tessitore. I forgot that Pat and Cole weren't on the commentary team tonight. I entirely forgot that.
Right? It's Wade and Testator. Testeroni.
Yeah, testeroni macaroni. But so we've spent almost 10 minutes of this show kicking off, and not a single wrestler has appeared, and I don't hate it.
No, we're good. We're good. We're hyping up the show, and we got 3 hours to kill. So,
Well, we're hyping up the both world championships on the ladder for the hook for the ladder match.
Kevin Owens, let's go.
KO coming out right now, or music hidden. But yeah, this whole Kevin and Cody feud's been fantastic, by the way, on top of everything they've done. The way that they intro the shows now with the commentary team and all of that. Going back to more of the old school, like, let me welcome you into our home and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick. No, I love it. I think it's great. I liked when they did the interviews in the crowd, like where they're standing now, like Pat and Michael Cole. I remember when they used to bring the wrestlers like to the crowd and do those interviews on the little platform. I thought it was a good vibe.
Well, and I don't know if it's exactly what Cole was at tonight, but I've seen it. I think it was that Saturday Night Main Event, to where they've now called it like the Okerlund spot and everything like that, or the Okerlund position, because that's where Gene would always be out there. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Right.
Just do 30 really good competitors. No bullshit. That's what we would hope. And the thing is that they have the talent to do it.
Yeah, they can really do it. There's no reason why they couldn't do it. So, and again, there always is one or two soft ones, or like a ha pop. You go back. I've watched every single Rumble multiple times. I recently rewatched a bunch of them because I wanted to win the Wing Challenge. But it literally, like, every Rumble had something that wasn't a marquee situation.
Right. I like this. I wish they'd bring back the pyro to open the shows. That was peak wrestling. And you just got the pyro popping off on the Raw stage. Folks, we're here live with another Monday Night Raw.
Right.
I'm even just going to say it right now. With the way wrestling is, I get the big W belt from a corporate side. Bring back the Winged Eagle. Cody beat what? 2 for 2, 3 for 3 of going from modern belts back to old belts. He did it with the IC belt. He'll do it with the world belt. Yeah.
Right.
What's being misrepresented?
Forget the lies. Oh, who said something?
What?
Dun, dun, dun. I was watching the live chat earlier with Royal Rumble. Nice, Heather. The champion we deserve. The champion we should have. The rightful champion.
He pinned Cody Rhodes. He might have been standing on him on a backboard and everything after he, took him out, but he pinned him 1, 2, 3 in a square circle.
Right. Boston being a grumpy Gus tonight.
Well, again, it's a blessing and a curse with SmackDown being 3 hours right now. I thought it was very interesting. I'm going commercial free for the first hour and not teasing anything as to why. So I don't mind this at all. And again, we even just talked about it before, of the way that they've introduced the announcers, and they got the pat pop out of the way. I guess we can call that. It's not a desk pop. It's a pat pop. You got that out the way, so you don't have to have it during the Rumble.
Right. I agree. Some buzzing going on. There's some buzzing going on in the crowd, but it's a little flat.
I think I'm a 53-year-old TV broadcast.
You can shove your apology up your ass. So as it stands right now, Big Nick, 5 spots remaining in the Royal Rumble contest. As we just had a big influx. Good job, folks. 5 spots.
Learning. We're all Ralph Wiggum at the computer. Trust me, I can say this because I was technical difficulties until but I'm learning. But
oh, we got Punk.
This is interesting of getting CM Punk and Kevin Owens eye to eye.
I like this. I'm in.
Oh, this is gold. This is you struck diamond.
A champion KO against CM Punk with the promos alone. I'm fucking in. Take my money. You can have it. These two would be amazing against each other.
I'm gonna just say, other people have, ASMR and all these, whatevers that they fall asleep to and everything. Give me like an hour, give me an omnibus of CM Punk and Kevin Owens promos. I'll fall asleep to that shit.
Right.
Because, well, in a good way, because these two are just gonna go to town on each other. And again, you have if you know, and if you don't, you don't of the connection with KO and certain people. Yeah, it was certain people that Punk doesn't like. So
that's what I mean. Again, it's real funny with these two, and there is some
layers,
connective tissue. There's some layers. There's definitely some juice to this.
We've been saying for 2+ years on this channel, wrestling is like onions. It has layers. Wow. And finally they've given us fucking layers.
Right. The crowd goes bananas. 5 spots left. That's it, Ronan.
Did you see Pat with having Punk on his show and all of that of AJ Lee's at home watching Larry and he's like, I don't goodbye.
No, what I liked was, AJ Lee, and why would AJ be in the men's rumble? That's ridiculous.
Right?
Holy shit chance. Let's go. Let Kevin Owens win this belt, man. I'll take KO Punk Mania. Let's fucking do it. Cody can go fight Randy non-title.
Yeah, or Dwayne. Holy, they can fight each other over the People's Championship. It's funny because Kevin's such, if you want to again look at it backstage, he's such a hunter guy.
Yeah.
And wrestling, especially WWE's taking this authentic realism turn. Is Kevin Owens, I know he hits the stunner, but he a bit more Austinish of you run with him of he feels genuine. He fights against the system.
I heard my name invoked, so I thought it might be an invitation.
Oh. That's the first apology.
Oh, because the confrontation between Punk and Cody, KO felt slighted.
Oh.
Yeah, make this happen. I'm with Lady B. Let's go.
Right.
What are we waiting for?
Tomorrow, when I win the Royal Rumble. And if you win against Cody Rhodes. A big if, and I want that if. We want that if.
Rumble. You got a spot in the Rumble, Mega.
You got it. You got it like 17 times over. You won. You did it. You got the golden ticket. Calm down.
Maybe during one of the commercial breaks around the hour mark of the show, I'll list off who is entered just in case I miss somebody. But right now, as it stands, 24 entrants into our Rumble.
There you go.
Who will be number 25? Not that that's your number. We're randomizing it tomorrow.
But it might be if your number. Not saying, but if it just so happens to be your number, it was a happy accident.
Right. Yeah, they're really playing with it, Keyshawn. We talked about this last night in the preview show, Nick. They've given us so many breadcrumbs that lead in so many different directions, like the tangled webs we weave. And it doesn't feel convoluted. It doesn't feel complicated. It's just everybody wants to be the best. Everyone wants to be number one. Everybody is rubbing elbows with everybody, and some of the elbow rubbing is not friendly.
But it's also one of those of this feels the most like what the Royal Rumble really at its core was supposed to be, of
Yeah,
to where
always.
it felt like anybody and everybody could actually win it. So as much as it's a surprise and oh holy hallelujah that they actually pulled it off of, we have so much connective tissue between everybody. That's what the premise of the fucking match was for. And they finally managed to hit it.
100%, 100%. I'm happy to let MDB know that with his 9th entrant, he is in. You're in, sir.
This isn't like, a fucking, lotto or something like that. The more tickets you buy, the better chances your odds are. Everything. You're in, you're in. They're all the same.
Uh-oh. It's right at your fingertips.
I still wonder, does the favor come into play in an aspect in the Rumble, and what the favor is?
It's very curious. A lot of people think that what if Punk doesn't win the Rumble? And then I mean, again, it all depends, because I know you and I have debated it a little of how much clout does Paul Heyman have? Can Paul Heyman get him into a main event? Like Roman wins, challenges Cody, but Punk gets thrown in there. Triple threat.
Could be even could Punk win it, and then we get all the way into it gets a whole different way, and we get a title involved in it. Like, there's so many different avenues, and they're all fucking cool. Like, there's a whole chapter. This is such a choose your own adventure. There's a whole chapter. Oh, they're fucking face to face.
You're gonna go to your grave a miserable failure.
Oh.
And
the Jacksons send their regards.
Is that what he said? No.
No.
Wait, did I miss that?
See, I've never made an event main event at a WrestleMania. I think everybody knows that.
Even a small lighter can start a fire. It's not the size of the ship; it's the motion of the ocean. But it does take a long time.
I say in the bedroom for 1,000, Alex.
Stomped on a punchline. It's all good. Hashtag Christopher, comment on a video, not in the chat. What up, Laura? How you doing? Oh, that was you.
Oh. I've never lost Logan Paul. Oh, that was you. That's the deepest cut out of everything he just said.
Yeah, I've never lost to Logan Paul. Now watch Logan come out. Let's go.
No. I never even attempted to do this.
Right. Do you think we should hold off? No, actually, Big Dog. That's why we are doing the hashtag Royal Rumble. We won't be taking a traditional prediction. You get into the Royal Rumble and we'll figure it out from there. So we're gonna make this one a little different this time.
You get a number and let it ride.
Okay.
Me and you to meet in the main event of WrestleMania.
But I gotta throw 29 guys and you gotta beat Cody Rhodes in a ladder match. It's true, lady.
He's not even exactly going at Kevin of he's saying, if you want this, you need to, meet up your end of the bargain here.
Yeah. Oh, we tell him to come back in this ring right now. Talking to him like dad. You get in here right now.
Let's be honest. Phil is probably, if not dad of the locker room, he's at least like uncle. He's got big Unk energy. He is CM Unk.
I'll kick your ass right now. Come on, Kevin.
Oh.
Come on. Don't be scared. KO's not getting in that fucking ring. Punk is cooking.
He drops the mic. Oh.
What up, days? Get out of here. Get out of here. Punk is cooking. Yes, he is. Entrant 30, Tony Macon.
Well, I don't know if you've seen it or if you mentioned it or anything. Did you see it floating around of AJ Boom out there with the WWE strap on his shoulder?
Right.
Ain't no AW loyalty out here.
No.
These bitches ain't loyal.
It's like the old joke of like, what tastes better, Pepsi or Coke? I can't tell the difference, but Pepsi paid me most recent, so that tastes better.
He brought the boom.
Miz talking to Nick Aldis.
Yes.
Is Jacob Fatu in it? It has not been announced about Jacob Fatu yet. So again, that's one of the things we focused so much, and we know there's not going to be 15 surprises, guys. So I urge wrestling fans all around the world to temper your expectations. Not every second entrant is going to be a surprise pop. Like, let's be real. There are some current members of the roster. Andrade, speaking of Andrade, he'll be in it.
Right. Well, and
maybe
who just got moved to SmackDown, but Selena Vega, who knows Andrade very well.
Yes.
Well, and we could even get, Zelina's husband shows up in the Royal Rumble. My career speaks for itself. But yes, like you've said, and we've said this, even when it comes to any PLE, any pay-per-view, whatever, don't be mad because they don't do the show you booked.
Right. I got to temper it because there is so many possibilities. But, we do have Raws and SmackDowns and other shows coming up. But we're going to get some, but the current roster also has to be mixed in there a little bit.
Right.
Pepsi, Coke, it's all about the Fresca, says Waka Flocka.
Sprite. Or Mountain Dew. Cold Red Mountain Dew is a superior soda.
I don't like Mountain Dew. That was a golden segment, says Anthony. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Speaking of the wing champion, how are you, sir? You'll be hoping to win next week as we turn up the heat on the wing challenge.
Yeah. And we're going overseas. We're getting our passport stamped and everything like that. Well, we got, wings in different area codes and all that.
Right. As they just let us know, up next, LA Knight will be in action. Oh, no, sorry, I lied. Jimmy Carmelo.
There you go.
Carmelo fighting LA.
As Nakamura just out there pacing back and forth like a Sith Lord do. Big Jim and his, Houston Rockets alt attire and everything is starting to kind of work for me. It's not exactly Jey Uso, but it's getting in a bit of traction, I feel.
Well, again, think about it this. We talk a lot about moments in the Rumble. Are we going to have a Jimmy J stare down in the Rumble this year?
And 57 super kicks?
Yeah, they might just kick the shit.
They just super kick. Just spam the button.
I'll take a tab. What up, Bear? How you doing? Put it on my tab.
Well, and I don't think you're exactly wrong with that. Then again, there's not that confrontation, that tension between Jay and Jimmy.
Right.
They'd probably just like hug it out and then go and beat up everybody else.
Other people, yeah.
Yeah.
But we are getting the replay from last week and how we got here. RKO in the ladder match. I do believe we are going to get Randy Orton. If he's not involved in the ladder match, he will be in the Rumble. And he still could also be in the Rumble, but I do believe that Randy will have an impact on Royal Rumble tomorrow.
Yeah, and I really will. Anthony brought up about the idea of Randy comes out and screws over Cody instead of Kevin, which we know that they've set up the tension between Kevin and Randy, but we, for the longest time, were like, Randy's really looking at that championship, quite a few extra moments and everything. So if he just, decides, nah, screw it, I want to go for this.
Right. Just hope KO wins tomorrow. I hope to. Cranberry ginger ale, blackberry ginger ale is where it's at, folks.
That's a thing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Canada Dry, so I mean, we got all the ginger ales.
You got all the dries and all the catches.
Big Jim. Let's go, folks. Get your votes in. Who you taking in this one? As Big Jim out to a big lead.
Well, does Himothy Cricket, you know, Himelo Anthony and everything like that with Carmelo Hayes really feel like he has that title anymore? Like, he's lower mid card at best.
Yeah, he's a lower mid card guy where I would expect him to be. Again, he can't really, he flirts around, but he has missed a few times. But the good thing about him as a heel is he keeps that that attitude, right? So even when he loses, I still don't miss, motherfucker. The wind was bad that day. My hair got in my eyes. Like, oh, we're off and running. Hangs him up on the rope.
Right. As shout out Angry Orchard, hashtag not sponsored in the center of the canvas.
I wonder, like, again, folks, let us know. How many of you are hoping for a Kevin Owens win tomorrow? Maybe we can will it to happen.
Will it into existence. We will celebrate as a society if Kevin Owens wins tomorrow.
Right. Right now, 72% of the chat taking Big Jim, 14 taking Carmelo, and 14 taking nobody.
Should Big Jim and LA Knight be a tag team and just call them the Jims? You got Slim Jim and Big Jim.
Right, the Jimmies?
Yeah, whoa, yeah.
Don't Jimmy me, Jules.
Well, Waka asking, is Canada dry? Just dry up there or not? Like, do you get shit that's like Canada da or is it just da?
I mean, we have some stuff like Canadian beer, like Molson Canadian. But yeah, we have our own. But it's a very
You're not like us that has to put America on every. Well,
you guys have American cheese. We just have cheese.
We have a whole cheese. You don't. There's no Canadian cheese.
There's no Canadian
cheese.
Canadian cheese is cheese curds.
No, we're stealing the market on that, but
cheese
curd is solid. We're going on a tangent, but yeah.
Gail should win. Big Jim for the win.
I got Carmelo stopping Big Jim, Jim Uso. Well, even the fact that it's now Big Jim instead of just Jimmy Uso.
Like, I like it. It's just something.
He's getting traction.
Well, and again, it's kind of a neat little way to, like, you get this, you're talking about him a lot without saying Uso, right?
Yes. It's separate. That's actually a fantastic, like, hidden gem of how you pointed that out. Of it's not the Usos, it's not Jimmy Uso, it's not Jey Uso, it's main event Jay, it's Big Jim. You drop the Usos so they feel more independent, more individualized.
Yes, there's Canadian ham, and the Americans gave us Canadian bacon and think it's our problem.
That was the first episode of the Bacon Club.
Yeah,
you and I arguing as to the legitimacy of Canadian bacon.
I got to bring diagrams and shit. This is bacon.
You came with fucking a whole PowerPoint.
All right. Up and over. Carmelo on fire to start this one.
But he's still, as much as I said, he's more mid than him right now. He's been out there. He's been involved in the Bloodline segments. He jumped Cody Rhodes. Granted, it was after Raw.
Hey, who is that?
What?
That's a basketball player for sure, but which one?
It's the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton.
Is it Halliburton again?
Where's Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson right now should be running in and just beating it out of this man. New York over Indiana any day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, I did. Back. Bacon fried tomatoes. Let's go.
What?
Yeah, I'd rather have chicken fried steak, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah, what is the fucking amount? Those are the two most American sounding foods ever.
Yeah. We fry everything.
Well, we put all the foods together and we call it one thing instead of multiple words.
Oh, who's missing into the turnbuckle? Nice Samoan drop, though.
Pop-up Samoan drop.
Mm-hmm.
Dos amigos, dos. Jose just with the comment I think is going to piss you off for tonight because I've said it before. What do you call Canadian bacon in Canada? Bacon.
Bacon. The term Canadian bacon was not made up by Canadians.
Made up by a bunch of American imperialists. Yes.
You called ham Canadian bacon. I don't know why. Bacon is fucking awesome. Ham's good too, but it's not bacon.
Facts.
I work bacon into just about any meal I can. Olympic gold medal. Oh, there you go. Had to add in the Olympic gold medalist part.
Well, does it count if you get one on the bench?
Yeah, I get it, right? It sucks.
You just were on the team?
Yeah.
It's like how the punter gets a Super Bowl ring, too.
We do the bacon the best. And I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
No,
bro.
we do fat the most in America. The best.
Yeah. Do you all have female bacon?
What?
Okay,
that sounds very southern. Like I feel like we probably have that, but yeah, I feel like that's a southern thing. I saw, and this is taken away from this bad, but I saw Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Wait, what?
Seasoned bacon in a grocery store by me and everything. Like it was crusted with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So yeah, welcome to America.
Right. Yeah, see, we have a thing here called female bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's typically back bacon, but it's kind of rolled in cornmeal prior to cooking.
Fair. Well, that would make sense with the name. Yeah.
Yeah. Ground yellow peas. I had no idea.
We're
getting educated. Also,
we got Bear out there saying the Irish have the greatest bacon and sausages.
Might be true. I mean,
the man who doesn't veer away from any sausage, Paul Walter Hausen, coming out right now on Wrestling Revolver.
Two. He's close though. I mean, I'm a sucker for good old Scottish breakfast and that whole damage that you can do to your arteries and system. So that's a tradition on Christmas and stuff for me. Is the Scottish fam make all the food?
There you go.
This chat makes me feel like my back isn't so big.
Yeah, you're not a big back, my guy. Trust me. Go watch Raw Room and all that. You ain't a big back. Have you ever had a Luther burger?
No.
It's a Krispy Kreme donut, or basically a glazed donut, and that's the bun for a bacon cheeseburger.
That is death. It sounds lovely.
That is America. That is America, death. Like a motherfucker.
Carmelo to the top. Jimmy, speaking of death, Carmelo lands it.
Right. 1, 2. Oh, man hit the Jameis Winston W. We gonna eat this dub out here right before you got the 3. Trash.
Right.
But Paul Walter Hauser looking.
Yeah, I stopped looking over there.
He looks like if the VR club took physical form. Yeah, taking on Macklin. But yeah, no, America, we are all about all of that type of stuff with, glazed donuts pause as buns for a bacon cheeseburger.
One of those things you got to be really baked to be like, let's do it.
Bro, that's not even the craziest thing that people probably come up with if you're on the vitamins. Ooh. Grab the ropes. Oh, Jamie rolled through 1, 2.
Oh, Jimmy gets a roll up, which is crazy. It's funny. Carmelo looked like the star of that whole match. If you're a Jimmy fan, that wasn't a great match for Jimmy.
No.
And he steals a roll up.
And also had to get like a 17.5 count to get a 3 count. Like that ref was just slapping his hand the whole time of somebody's pinning somebody.
100 likes on the stream already. We're just getting started. The first match We appreciate it, folks. We really do. Don't forget those little reaction buttons. I want to see those little hearts and those little hundreds floating around the screen. Give us some love. Help the algorithm. Let YouTube know where the best wrestling coverage really is.
Absolutely. We're coming up there on, February and everything like that. We're getting close to Valentine's Day, so make sure you hit all them little hearts up there.
More important than that, we are getting very close to our birthday.
Even there, you said it.
And we either just passed or we're about to pass 1,000 live streams. I got to do some number crunching. But we're like right there.
It somehow still feels like one and also feels like a million at the same time.
1,000, like shit. As we are getting the annual Royal Rumble breakdown, folks.
Hey, again, is this a bit like what we got with, instead we'll get the pop out of the way here. We'll get the Royal Rumble by the numbers done here, because that's always a solid, like, you can go and set your watch to it. Go and check what you're cooking. Go and have a smoke break, because we always get the by the numbers promo.
And they always kind of do it like they're doing it right now. 1,370 people have been in the Rumble, which is crazy. And at this point, me, Nick, and Anthony are considered Rumble experts. Maybe not Nick, but yeah, we're definitely considered.
What are you trying to say out here?
Mickey James is all I'm saying, bro.
I'm gonna have to call in a question out here. Like, I'm gonna be like Mandy Rose out here. You gotta put some respect on my name.
Right. Chris Cox, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, no, we're pretty dialed in. 103 minutes. So Bailey does have that record. Bianca Belair.
Oh yeah, trust me. When we're doing the trivia for the week show, I found a whole page that had like every stat.
Yeah. Best Royal Rumble all time: 92, 96,
2001.
2001's a good one. I like 92 just because Flair was, comes in 3 and then runs the table.
I'm always just super partial to the early 2000s ones, because that's when you would have Austin, Rock, Taker, Hunter. Like, you had a Murderers Row, and they didn't like. That was around when Austin won like his 3 overall or so, all in that same span.
What is it? 90? It's one of the ones, and I know fact checkers out there will correct me. But the one where Austin ends up sitting on the turnbuckle checking his clock because he's just chucking everybody out. Is that?
I want to say that's 98.
98, right? Yeah, that's a good one. That one was fun. Austin was amazing. It just
2001 to me was kind of just like a personal, my favorite of. That's where you've got like Drew Carey trying to pay off Kane, and even then I think that's the one where I talked about it, to where you got Austin that got taken out early and then comes back later on. But wait, there's more.
They're talking about John Cena. 95, HBK runs the gambit, the beginning of the culmination of the boyhood dream. Yeah.
The skin the cat. What year was it where it was?
Good year, so 97.
Well, there was Batista and Cena that both went out at literally the exact same time, and then Vince pops in, tears his quads. I can't remember what year that was. And then there was the one with Big Show and Dwayne, to where Dwayne was supposed to win, but technically Show's feet touch first.
Yeah, they've had some sketchy ones. 2005, I believe, was Batista. And 2000, I think it's 2005 for Batista Cena. That one was good because then Vince one of the best, most iconic visuals ever is Vince just sitting there like a child, mad and pouting, like, start the match, restart the match.
Right. This is just, and again, Royal Rumble very much is there, hyping it up a bit with showing Vegas and everything. This is the checkered flag to the start of the road to WrestleMania here. Of everything that happens tomorrow night has repercussions for the rest of the year.
For sure, in a lot of big ways, right? I mean, again, you start in December building towards the Rumble with kind of putting your pieces in place, and then the Rumble is that, like, that green flag where everyone goes. Put your foot down. I agree with Matthew. 2006 was one of the most emotional, and the Rey Mysterio and Vince McMahon are the only two people to win from the number 2 spot. But 2006 was unbelievable when he was doing it for Eddie, right? And then goes on to Mania. That's one of the best. Yes.
What? No one liked, what was it, like 2007 or 2017, 2018, to where you had Dwayne lifted up Roman's hand and everyone's booed and Dwayne's confused.
I was watching that one with a group of people and everybody was just, it was like took the air out of the room. We're like, fucking bullshit.
As Chelsea backstage with her security from Whoville, what is that fucking twirl in the hair? Yeah. Piper Niven.
Yeah, I think it was 2015 where the fans turned on Rock and Roman.
Yeah.
But here comes Chelsea Green.
I'm going to say this, and especially in the dystopian society that I live in that's called America, this works perfectly with her as champion. And having the belt, like, I don't see, honestly, for a while, who takes the belt off of her. They're just starting to peel the layers back on this and starting to find what this is.
Yeah, this is way too much fun for my take. Way too much fun to change it up. Now they're calling Piper like the Hervis. Is that what they said?
The secret Hervis?
The Hervis?
No one expects the secret Hervis.
But this is excellent. I love it. I like what Piper's doing. It's showing more personality from her, and Green's murdering it. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm sorry for Mishin Mia Yim. You are very talented. You are amazing.
Right.
All of that, but you just are in the wrong place at the wrong time. It ain't happening. Like, this is too good to stop it. This is, again, and it's good now, and I feel like they're still just finding what works with it. Like, they're still letting this cook.
Mm-hmm. Oh, B-Fab coming out to the ring with Mishin.
So is it Me-Fab or B-Shin? That sounds like a dog pedigree.
I bumped on the table earlier. My B-Shin.
Right, my B-Shin Phazon. Is that what it is? The dog? Good pedigree.
Right. Oh, hello. That was provocative. Wasn't Miss
Lee normally has to watch that.
What?
Never mind. You said it was provocative, and I said Keith Lee normally is the only one that watches.
Oh, okay, yes. B-Chin. B-Chin.
Pab Chin.
B-Chin. This tag team is Bitchin. Fab Chin.
No, bitchin. Absolutely.
Chelsea Green for Miss America. Chelsea Green. Let's go. Mission is getting ready to hit the piñata. TJ, Chelsea. My favorite Royal Rumble moment is Vince tears both quads. Yeah, it was the best. It wasn't even the quads. It was the pouting afterwards where it just fucking not the mama, not the mama.
How he holy shit! I thought we already got a 1, 2, 3, but yeah. Aquaman versus Wonder Woman right now with Mia Yim versus Chelsea Green.
Right. Kathy, your mom in the house. I miss when we had gimmicks for wrestler. Something AEW doesn't do that is bland. KJ and Nick. That takes a little to unpack that. I think gimmicks are everywhere. I would say
how?
Yeah, what he said.
Right. Well, I miss when we had gimmick for wrestling. Gee, I don't know. Chelsea Green just came out like she's goddamn the president of women's wrestling right now. So I think that's a gimmick.
Rocking that Wonder Woman vibe, by the way.
That's why I said we've got the Deep versus, Wonder Woman out here. But
off and running.
And I don't even know what the
half of the second part on me what your reference was.
What?
Oh, wait. She's getting a little touchy-feely with BFAB by accident.
Oh, that kick missed by a country mile. Oh. Tope for Mishin. Chelsea Green for the win.
We don't have enough goblins in wrestling. Waka flocka. Yeah, we need more goblins.
That's just the fan base. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just laughing about your joke earlier. The deep. I was like, wait, what? And then I got it. Roll. Yeah. Chelsea Green for the win. What does the chat say, Nick? 67% Green, 23% Mission, and 9% nobody.
Fair enough.
Wednesday night, nobody was the second. Like, it was what everyone thought was going to win as the favorite. Then nobody, and then their opponent. Nobody finished second all night long on Wednesday. It was a funny anomaly.
Well, I feel like have we ever had it before to where, quote unquote, nobody is the favorite to win?
Once, I think, maybe. Where everyone's like,
there was like not unanimous of like 100% for one side to win.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Ronan, that time Shane McMahon trained his father Vince for the 1999 Royal Rumble match. I hate Austin. When I think of Shane McMahon, I think of King of the Ring. I think it was 2000 2001. Yeah, that still that match lives in my head.
Yeah, it won't break. Throw me again. What?
Do it harder. Pause.
13,000 in the building tonight, according to Joe Tessitore, as Chelsea all over Mishin right now.
Oh, backstop into the lower turnbuckle. Acoustic Architect. I can't take Mia, Mitch and Yin, whatever. Seriously, go to AW already, in my opinion. No, because most people. Did you see Maria Kanellis is done with AW?
Well, I remember a while back, Maria put out like, probably leaving. This is when my contract's up. So if you want to schedule an interview with me after that date, she is disgruntled. And again, it feels like every day there is a new angry employee of Tony Khan. Like, or literally her comment is, I'm done with AEW. Mike is still working there. We got kids. Like, she stole his gimmick.
Maria, if you are listening to this at all, if this ever comes across your fucking platform, we would love to have you on. We will talk about anything and everything. I think your husband's super inspirational. Like, he tries to keep like such a positive aspect to it and everything. Yeah, because
sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I follow Mike. He's awesome. Honestly, he's like getting up at 3 a.m. and giving speeches, and I don't have any energy to, pull that off. But yeah, no, she's mad. She's not happy, and that's a perfect example. Like, she did a lot for the TNA Knockouts division behind the scenes. Oh, sorry, Ring of Honor. She did both, both actually. Now that you mention it, but yeah, no, you're 100% right, and that's another example of a woman that you could have used. Man, she was managing two nobodies, and her husband's in the company. She could have easily been with them because they introduced her with them. Then she just went away. But when was the last time the Kingdom, just the Kingdom, had a match? No, the Undisputed Kingdom, and I don't even know if they used the two members of the Kingdom in the match, are fighting Shane Taylor on fucking Collision.
Yeah, no. The last time I remember seeing anything with the actual Kingdom was when they were playing the lackeys to when Adam Cole was taking on MJF in a match no one at that point gave a flying rat's ass about. Another one that I think when her contract's going to be done, I would really like if we got her for an interview, but I'm really interested to see who does get her for one, would be when Serena Deeb leaves.
I don't know. See, Serena Deeb, to me, even if she is absolutely miserable, I think she I don't know that you'll see much from her in that regard. It's just Maria, some other people that I'm waiting for their release or the end of their time. Oh,
DQ kendo stick.
So Mishin gets the win.
Oh, so well, we're not going to be done here, but so
No.
Chelsea Green's attacking Mia Yim with the kendo stick. Mia Yim brought out.
Yeah, you make her chase. You make her chase. And this is what we thought was the best.
She's been chasing.
Yeah. Soraya's contract coming up in September. She said WWE not being ruled out. Well, I'd say that too, but
I think they ruled her out. That's
I don't know if they ruled her in.
Yeah.
I
really want to sign with the New York Yankees. Unfortunately, the New York Yankees don't want to fucking sign me.
But yeah, Mission gets the last laugh here tonight. Piper staving the U.S. title holder as Mission and BFAB hold court in the ring.
We're going to get a tag match of Piper and Chelsea versus BFAB and me and again.
Yep. Yeah.
Whoa. Saxton, you're still employed.
Hey, they're wearing different colors tonight. No unity tonight. 2-0, 1-1. Is anybody happy in AEW? Maybe Edge and Jericho. And listen, I imagine there are happy people, and there's people that will praise Tony, because if you're Darby Allin and you're getting paid a buttload of money and you don't have to work, you're just getting money. That's okay. Thank you. Like Miro is up in fucking, back home in Belarus. I know he's not actually in Belarus, but he back in Belarus just fucking living the dream, collecting checks. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. There's some people that are okay with it, but it feels like every day, every couple days, it's Britt Baker. Now it's Maria Kanellis. We went through the Penta stuff. Phoenix still pissed off.
People still try and praise Vince Russo, even though the company's fucking folded by now and everything like that. So, like, what are we doing? Yeah, there's always going to be your loyalist, all of that.
Yeah.
All right.
But no. I was going to say something, but I actually save it. But as Damian Priest live up next, did not know this was happening tonight.
There you go. Well, I won't click on it, but I saw Lady B's calling him Muscle and Glow. I like that as a fucking tag team name.
Muscle and Glow? The glowist. Yeah. The glowist.
Yes, no, you're gonna have glowist, you're gonna have loyalists when it comes to AEW and everything like that, and especially like Hogan was a WCW loyalist until the fucking wheels fall off because he was getting his shit over, bro. The same thing with Jericho at this point. Like, yeah.
Does Mission not know how title matches work? What did Mission do wrong? Chelsea Green hit her with her own kendo stick, so I'm confused, Davey.
She played the smartest game. Yeah, Chelsea Green did what she should have done for the longest time. Oh,
did you see this?
I looked this. I know what you're talking about. And I looked this up and couldn't find anything outside of X, Twitter, what have you, to source it. So I know what you're going to talk about. I don't know how factual I think it is, but
yeah, unable to verify it, folks. I saw it going around today. Dale, if you have a viable source, by all means, DM one of us. But yeah, I haven't seen the actual who the source was or where he said it. But if it's true, if he publicly was like, I hate this company, I hate the management, I hate the locker room, again, another example of holy shit, what is happening.
But I also saw people pitching that's what the Moxley, the Death Riders are kind of preaching of. That's what's supposed to be their fucking motto. They just haven't acted on it on anything.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Their motto is, instead of change the locker room, I'll just kill the locker room instead.
Yeah, no shit. We'll talk about it, but we might not do it.
Right. Well, yeah, Moxley's great at talking. Not.
He has lost his
he is not Moxley instead of John Moxley.
Right. But ladies and gentlemen, we are on our first commercial break. Next commercial break, or after I come back, we will list out. Right now, we have 27 competitors. So there's 3 spots remaining for the Royal Rumble contest. Remember, hashtag Royal Rumble on one of our live streams from this week. Not in the chat. You don't count if you're in the chat. You actually got to go comment on one of the live streams. So grab a drink, comment on another video, or comment on whatever. 3 spots left. First come, first serve for the Royal Rumble contest. We are back at it tomorrow, 5 p.m. It's going to be a hell of a show. And in the pre-show, we will announce what number the entrants are getting.
Right. Which, by the way, though, WWE's a liar. We're at 8:57. I saw it at 8:56 and everything like that. We were getting commercials. That's not the first hour commercial free.
Right.
I got 4 minutes. Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. 27 different competitors. I hope so. We might try and confirm it as we move forward. But yes, 27.
If you got all accounts, I'm going to fight you.
Yeah, if you're using alt accounts, we got problems, but I think I've sorted through a lot of them. The good news is some of you guys, I know who you are. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
If you're using alt accounts, make sure you use those alt accounts to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Let's go. Double up, folks. We're not opposed to it. But I will be right back as we are about 10 seconds away from the start of the action.
There you go. KJ's taking a pause for the cause, and I can finally be heard. Yes. No, I'm just joking because now I can finally actually speak. I felt so bad earlier of literally right before we were live of, you sound good. We go live. I can't hear nothing, but hashtag Roro. Yeah, Scott, why? I like now that because we said of like, just don't do it in the live chat. Now some of y'all are going to just do it in the live chat just to get with us. But yeah. How do you guys feel about, we've got like Judgment Day Junction and, Wyatt 6-Way and everything. But as we're getting another Charlotte video package, who goes on a private jet in a ring attire? I know we've talked about it for the longest time, and it's the most obvious of obvious choices at this point. It's a little of the worst kept secret in wrestling. But you do Charlotte versus Tiffany, especially with Charlotte being limousine riding, jet flying, showing that she's the superstar that she is and everything. I think it sets up perfectly of you have, the two starlets, the two, daddy's girl, pause on that, but the two can, what you anticipate for are the little starlets and everything like that with Charlotte versus Tiffany for the world title, and especially Charlotte as a heel chasing. I will say it's going to drag Tiffany in deep water, and she's going to have to sink or swim. But yeah, I think they're doing so much amping up about Charlotte returning of she's the woman. She even said, they announced it beforehand as, hey, shout out Steph. And I guess individual Levesque, but yeah. They're doing so much with shouting out Charlotte and all that. I feel like she's the clear favorite. But her versus Tiffany, I think will do wonders for Tiffany. And will be it. I'm interested to see where they're going now with Charlotte. Again, she's a bit more embracing of, I'm just a wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, jet flying. I am, not exactly out there, spilling liquor in bars, but I'm out there, private jets, private yachts, all of that. As Priest coming out right now, Jose, Charlotte is definitely winning the Rumble. I'm there with you, Scott. Demolition for WWE Hall of Fame. It's going to be interesting to see and let us know in the chat who you got for who could be in the Hall of Fame with Hunter. If Hunter's clearly headlining it. So who do you think else goes in this year? Or do you think Charlotte will win the briefcase instead? That's interesting. That's really interesting. So if she wins the briefcase, so then Io wins the Rumble? See, I can see what you're, and again, you could entirely have somebody else winning the Rumble, but I could see that situation reverse of Io wins the briefcase. But I really like that it's not your typical Rumbles now, to where you've got one, maybe two people that you figure are going to win it, and you're pretty much all but certain they're going to win it, and they're going to show up towards the end, and they're going to eliminate like all three people and win it. Somebody mentioned earlier, and I know we talked about it during our prediction show, of you could literally have Becky and Charlotte start off the Women's Royal Rumble. That's what starts off your Royal Rumble pay-per-view in 2025. If that Women's Rumble starts the show off. So everything is up for play here. And that's a really interesting and a nice little subtle tie-in with Vegas of they're all in when it comes to this Rumble. Of they are not going to leave a stone unturned, leave a storyline unstarted, unfinished, what have you. This is going for broke here, I feel. As I've got Damien cutting a promo as Myra Reed trying to go for a two count. Laura, I hope Bray goes in. I think he will. I just think not this year. I know me and KJ have talked about this, of whether you do a year that's quote unquote headline with Bray, or you do he's like second in or something like that. But yeah. Former WWF Women's Champion Stephanie McMahon for WWE. Oh, does Steph or does Sean induct Hunter into the Hall of Fame? Umaga should be in the Hall of Fame. Use nepotism. Forget, Larry, you're not wrong. It's crazy to still think, as Jacob Fatu's come out here, but it's still crazy to think of how many people realistically that you already thought were in the Hall of Fame that just aren't because of VKM that need to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, we got Jacob Fatu off the scale with it. Wrong cut. Jacob versus Priest. And again, it's still crazy to think that you would have had Jacob goes at Braun Strowman for a former world champion. Jacob goes at Damian Priest, former world champion. We're still waiting for Jacob to go say at a Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Like, Jacob Fatu has been set up to be the next big thing when it comes to this Anawahi, this Samoan bloodline family. I know who you are. And again, I'm sure Jacob and Priest, there's probably somebody out there who's going to be like, Nick, you don't know that these guys have wrestled like 4 times on the independents and everything, but they both ran the New York scene for a minute. But yeah, we both come from the streets. Yeah, because Priest at one point was Punishment Martinez and everything. Jacob and Damien, I'm open. Don't you ever get it twisted. The Hart family will never accept it. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. Oh, no breaks with it. I like that. That's kind of becoming his thing a little bit. I'm all gas, no breaks with it. As there's someone even with a sign that's saying, Fatu, then, now, forever. You either lay down or we will beat your ass down. Me and Tama Tonga are running SmackDown right now. So is Jacob and the Tongans a new faction? Is Jacob now taking over Solo's place? Do we get a Jacob versus Solo match? Again, it's so many layers upon layers of. It's like when you get deep into like a Sons of Anarchy or The Walking Dead or Breaking Bad, of there's so many layers of connective tissues and everything that work together. Because Priest just knocks out Tama. Jacob is the best, absolutely. You can't get your hair braided, but don't get it But I'm gonna try it again. You can get your hair braided, but don't you get it twisted. Ah, that's a clever ass line. As we got Jacob and Priest eye to eye. And again, Jacob's not out here with scrubs. He's not out here with an Apollo Crews, respectfully. He's not out here as we're throwing hands. We're throwing hands. He's not out here with mid-card to upper mid-card guys and everything. And as now Priest getting the upper hand, as Tama coming back in, he's out here with former world champs. You still have to take that in consideration. It is still a bit of, yes, Jacob may not always look the strongest, may not always win, what have you. But you've got to look at the caliber of who they've already got him with. Like this, absolutely, absolutely. The Midnight Express Hall of Fame. Are they not? Oh! Yeah. LA Knight, yeah. Oh, I know where we're going. Oh, Jacob just punched the chair out of LA Knight's hand. Like, the amount of unhinged you need to do that, as now it's taken LA Knight, Damien, and a chair to take out Jacob. So I'm sure next week, post Rumble, we're setting up for LA Knight, Damian Priest versus Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga in a tag team match. Play a holla, 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 holla. As LA Knight's been next to Jacob, LA Knight's the most over person in this segment. You can get it again, yeah. Monster pop for LA Knight. Jacob's left eye got red. Well, vitamins will do that, but yeah, it could have been because of, getting popped or whatever, but yeah. Broadcasting live from the Island of Relevancy Studios, because we are the ones, the Wrestling Football for Live Network. Yeah. Trust me, that's the end goal, is to actually have, the studios and all that, of all of us under one roof. The Brooklyn Brawler for the Hall of Fame. I mean, if they had a Jobber Hall of Fame, yeah. That was a great segment, though. So I believe LA Knight was pretty much calling him out for a tag team and all of that, as we're getting Motor City backstage with Los Lotharios. I love that segment. Repo. All right, now you're just saying names just to say them. Crush for the Hall of Fame. Yeah, no. No. Nick White vitamins do that. Yeah, so much that you think my name is Nick White. That's KJ White. Well, KJ White's on a pause, but yeah. This tag match is gonna rock. Absolutely. I'm still iffy. I'm still like toe in, toe out when it comes to WWE's tag division. Of tag team wrestling, to me as a whole, took a significant dip in 2024, and I'm hoping 2025 can pull it out the gutter a little bit here. But yes, KJ letting us know from the great beyond of two spots left for our Royal Rumble. Hashtag Royal Rumble in our comment section now. Again, not in the actual live stream chat. In after the stream is live, in the comments or on a comment on a stream that we've already done this week. Yes. Bear, Big Nick White from Maine. Yes, the great abominable snowman out there. That people still to this day are searching for the Big Nick White from Maine. That sounds all sorts of wrong, but yeah, out there the same like Bigfoot. Bam Bam from the Hall of Fame. I could have sworn he's in, but I could be wrong. Scott Steiner in the Rumble. He's kind of teased it, but then again, Steiner's a lunatic a little bit. I'm waiting until we get, little Scott Steiner and we get little Shane McMahon both, done their college football days and see whether they go NFL or WWE, what have you. Randolph saying, do you guys have a Discord? Yes. We absolutely do. It should be in the link in the description on the video or the channel, or if KJ from the Great Beyond wants to drop it. If not, I will drop it here when we tag back. Yes, we do have a Discord. We do got a Twitter. We do got a Threads. We do got a this. We do got a that. We got a TikTok and Instagram. We got a merch store. We got anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling needs. And we're still growing, right? We're still the new kids on the block. Christian, Nick, in your opinion, you think Rick the Model Martel deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame? Yes, because Coco Beware, Stacy Keibler, and Tori Wilson are. I will say that, and some people may not like it, but yeah, I think Rick the Model Martel, I dig him a bit, and over that area, he was one of my favorites, and he was super talented and managed to bow out before he became, what he wasn't. I'll say that. My first Rumble tomorrow. Odds. Well, there you go. Way to pop them cherries. Pause. But with us. But yeah, that's crazy. So this is your first Rumble being at watching. What? Wrestling for Life has links for everything. Everything. Yes. Absolutely. One more so we can get this done tonight. Yeah. I was going to say the Bushwhackers for Hall of Fame as a joke. Then I remembered. There you go. But I'm in commercial break. Triller, Wrestle Revolver, Square Games is already done. Surprisingly, I did not anticipate that to be already done in an hour. Well, it started at 7, so 2.5 hours. But yes. If you watch that, you can let me know what your thoughts and your opinions on it. But I'm in commercial break right now on SmackDown. It's, twas the night before Rumble, and not a creature was stirring, not even a mark, but 100% make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. We do this for anything and everything. Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We got original content popping out damn near almost every Thursday. We're here every Monday for Raw, Tuesday for NXT, Wednesday, Dynamite, Thursday, like I said, original content, Friday night, SmackDown, Saturdays and Sundays is always popping up with all the things. So 100% be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Hi.
Speaking of
that as well.
Speaking of popping up.
Yeah, popping up and popping off. What?
Yeah, you pausing on all of that. There you go. Nothing but fire, Nick. Let's go. But yeah, we are rolling through this one. A very interesting segment. Every time Jacob Fatu comes out, you're like, oh, okay. Like, we don't care. It's just like, yeah, we should see this. Damian Jacob, that's good. Let's go.
You hear JR with business has picked up.
Yeah, every time.
It is one of those shit gets real fast.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, Damian got a really solid promo. Like, I don't know how people out there felt. I don't know if there was much feedback, but Damian really delivered a really solid promo, like really in a groove. Got a little bit of an attitude on him since he lost that title, and now he's over on SmackDown. This might be a really good move for him.
He breaks away from the Judgment Day continuity and everything like that. And I like Jacob bring up of, we're both from kind of the same scene and everything like that. We're both from the streets, dog. So plays back into what Damian is now and the Punishment Martinez and everything of we're essentially going to get like a lot of really good Ring of Honor and New York independent wrestling on Friday Night SmackDown coming up, it seems.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And I can't say with 100% certainty, but I feel like Jacob and Damien at some point in their career crossed paths. They may not have gotten the ring together that I can recall. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I know. I felt the exact same way as we're getting the surprise for Hunter going in.
I know we briefly mentioned this last night, but my God, the look on Triple H's face, they surprised him. Like literally, like the look on his face was priceless.
To me, the biggest thing and the biggest thing I wish people would take away is this would have happened. Like this is warranted regardless of his position in the his current stature in the company or anything.
And right. Listen, I don't want to interrupt Nick, but I'm going to tell everybody out there as a bit of a Triple H defender, I'm going to tell everybody out there, the fact that he is in the role he is in isn't an asterisk to the Hall of Fame career. It's actually one of the accomplishments in his illustrious career. Not only did the man bang out and give us a ton in ring, multiple championships, multiple factions that mattered. Like still one of the most historic moments ever is DX going to WCW, going to CNN. Then he goes, we had one of the best factions of all time in Evolution. But the fact, a lot of people are talking about, well, he's the chief content officer, blah, blah, blah. That is an accomplishment. He rose to the fucking top, guys.
I'm going to say this, and I want this to explain this, following this up. If AEW didn't exist, no one would be like as butthurt about this as they are and everything like that. Because NXT Black and Gold, that everyone praises as one of the greatest things WWE ever did, was all under Hunter, was Hunter's creative outside of the ring. Like you said, just beyond, he already had a Hall of Fame career inside the ring. So, no, go ahead.
I think the AEW faithful forget how many people that went through that NXT system that are now in their company. And again, it's this weird thing, just because there's two rival companies, that no matter what the other company does, you don't have to find a reason to hate it. You can be like, oh, that's really cool, I still like AEW better. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, well, it's all a bunch of weird things now because, again, the ratings conversation, I feel, has died out because streaming is a thing. AEW's moved to smaller venues, so the attendance conversations, for the most part, died out. So now we've got a nitpick of like, well, the guy who's in charge of Creator right now, of course, puts himself on the Hall of Fame. Like, no, it wasn't going to happen unless they surprise him. But like, it was warranted either way. Like, it's just nitpicking to fucking nitpick, and it
a little bit. And if you saw the video, he didn't put himself in there. He was just as surprised as we all were that he was going in there.
Well, I'll put it this way: I don't give a shit how he got in there. He warrants being in there. That's not that people are debating more of how he got in there, not whether he warrants being in there.
Right. But ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the action and we're back to the fun as the 8-man tag team has kicked off. Prince is in the ring with Humberto.
Yeah, we got Los Lotharios, Los Garzos there, teaming up with Motor City, taking on Pretty Deadly and DIY.
Absolutely. The chat right now. Oh, I didn't even put it in.
There you go. Well, I'm in picture with Love Hurts. But yeah, again, how do you feel right now about, I'll say, tag team wrestling as a whole? We're starting to see a bit of them trying to work with it. We've got DIY, we've got Motor City, we've got, the Raw division with the Viking Raiders, all of that. But tag team wrestling took a slump in 2024.
I don't know if it took a slump in 2024. I think it was bad like 23, 24, maybe parts of 22. This feels like a tag team resurgence in a lot of ways. I know, I liked what happened in TNA over last year. They might have had one of the strongest tag team divisions as far as, being present and making a difference, actually mattering. But yeah, I'm really excited about the tag team division in 25 moving forward. Lots of talent, lots of teams are utilized. We're seeing more teams in NXT. And AEW needs to make some decisions. Are you going to have trios belts? Is there going to be a trios division? Is there going to be a tag team division?
I still stand by the trios division will
Oh.
not exist for much longer. They will not survive 2025. It hasn't even been shown in 2025.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's not a good situation, but tag team wrestling does seem like it's on an uptick, which is nice. Like it's a lot more optimistic than it was.
There you go. Triple tope as Shelly's holding the ropes up for everybody. What's with the blues? Yeah, it's a little. Is it just me or is it a little foggy in the arena there?
Yeah, I was gonna say it. Look at the pyro hanging around. Is right now. I got 3 minutes and 23 seconds, but I still have the action. Are you getting picture in picture by chance?
I have a straight up commercial.
Shit.
Up commercial. It just went to they slid in a ring commercial.
Oh, okay, interesting. But yeah, Ciampa Sabin in control of Ciampa right now as the show rolls on, folks. Let's go. Get in that chat. Let us know how you're feeling. And don't forget, we are back tomorrow, 5 p.m. for the Royal Rumble. It's going to be a fun one. But yeah, I got my little countdown, 250 to the end of the commercial, and Chris Sabin gets thrown out to the floor.
We need a VPN sponsor just because I don't want to buy one. But yeah, because you get all the cool stuff. You get all like the Karrion Kross promos.
Right.
You get, the pictures and everything.
Yeah, I mean it's been a nice change. I mean it's even I know some of the people out there complained, and it's a weird complaint that we get like instead of a commercial, we get like these like rolling pictures and like yeah, right. But I'm like, who cares? Like we don't want to watch the commercials. I mean, I'd rather watch a little cool kind of snippet video. I mean, it doesn't matter. At this point, it sucks either way. We're not at the action. We'll be back.
I will take, a rolling countdown of Seth Rollins versus Jake from State Farm for like the 5th ad.
Right. Yeah, I think you're spot on. I mean, and I like the countdown clock. It's good. You can kind of time your shit out.
Yeah. Well, pause. That's what they said. But speaking of timing things out, I will time this out.
All right, Nick, taking a pause for the cause. We are rolling in the 8-man tag right now, folks. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. We got 91, 92. I want to see triple digits in this chat here tonight, but we continue to cook and the show rolls on right now. Pretty deadly. We got the tag to Ciampa as Chris Sabin is in trouble. Is it me or SmackDown commentary team suck? I don't think they suck. I think Joe's pretty good. I don't know. They're a little bit on the bland side, Adam. I mean, suck might be a strong word, but I definitely see where there's a little bit of criticism towards them. To me, they lack a little bit of pizzazz. They lack a little Corey. Corey had a little more edge to him. Wade is very posh and buttoned up. And Joe's good. I don't dislike Joe. But together, they're a little bland. You're not wrong. Yeah, look at that. You already read my mind. Yeah, like I said, they need a little bit of spice. They're a little too porridge. I miss Skittle Pox commercials. Those were ridiculous. Been a hot minute since those. What's up, pal? How you doing, by the way? Paul Levesque was ordained to be with Stephanie. Well, I think he, I think he might have had a choice in it. Paul is too humble to put himself in the Hall of Fame. That's why it's taken so long. Nick Khan had to insist it. Yeah, 100%. I don't disagree with that at all. And again, I really liked what they did. I liked the footage of it. And to see someone of Triple H's stature, where a lot of people talk about, oh, that's just, that was just, part of the story. That's wrestling. but you see that genuine reaction where he was legitimately a little flabbergasted. The look on his face was priceless. And again, a nice surprise. Steph came out. You saw the candid footage of Steph saying, "I had no idea." So yeah, it was really cool, man. Definitely really cool and well deserved. Again, one of my favorites ever. The pedigree is one of the best finishers. I know it wasn't the most original finisher when he started it, but again, it has a place of its own up there with the DDT and the tombstone. Official, the main event will be Jacob Fatu and Tama versus LA Knight Damian Priest. That's a solid main event here tonight. And it could just end up in a big Royal Rumble melee, my friend. We will see. But yeah, absolutely great main event. I got Garza coming off the ropes. And we got a sloppy Hurricane Rana. Crowd's gone a little bit quiet here. The only announcers suck in wrestling is Tony, Schiavone, and Excalibur. No, I mean, again, if we're talking about all of wrestling, there's a couple doozies. Tony and X are just, I struggle with the Lucha from Michigan. By the way, KJ, I found out my dogs were barking at you a lot last week. Long story short, apparently you look just like Attack. Oh, there you go. I've been called worse, but I'm glad I could entertain the puppies. Puppies! Humberto Garza in control. You ever see maybe Booker T go to SmackDown commentary? Maybe. I don't think it's connected to Roxy in any way, shape, or form, Polo, but I could see, again, I mean, you want the most entertaining possible. Booker gets some heat, but I think a lot of the heat Booker gets is undeserved. I think Booker's a smart man when it comes to wrestling. I think he gets it. I think he gets what his job is. And I think he's entertaining. I think he's colorful. Some people don't like Pat. I think he's great. Corey brought a lot of good energy to the booth. But moonsault to the outside. Garza taken out pretty deadly. Yeah, your training dummy looks like Kevin Owens? That's the question of the night. Terra Rising, absolutely. The good old days. The blonde hunter. Humberto gets a two. There's a lot of people out there that think that Triple H is ruining wrestling. They would be called incorrect, though, my guy. Like, what is Triple H doing? I'm all ears. What is he doing to ruin wrestling? What has he done to hurt wrestling? Wrestling's back in the forefront, and it's the WWE is on fire right now. I think it's undeniable. They are absolutely on fire. So I would love to know how is he in any way, shape, or form hurting wrestling? I'm curious. I can see Fatu carrying SmackDown for a hot minute. 100%, Jose. Again, the guy's just the next level. As MCMG and Angel and Berto are having words with DIY. This match breaks down. The crowd kind of fell out of this one, though. He pulled his pants off. No. Eddie Gilbert, Hall of Fame. Sabin thrown into the guardrail. Ciampa taking him out. Bam Bam, Hall of Fame. I'm down with Bam Bam in the Hall of Fame. Why not? I saw somebody said Eddie Gilbert, the Mexican Destroyer, is much more. Yeah, you know it's not. Not the OG, the original, Scott. The original is the best. I'm with you, Gordon. 100% with you. I want Kevin Owens to be the world title holder. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Again, it would be a huge shock. But I'm in. Haku for the hog. Pause. I got you. So the Pac interview was done on the Close Up podcast, which I think is Renee's podcast. So guessing it was all in character. Yeah, if it's on Renee's, there's no way he's going to sit down with Renee and say, I hate this place. So, yeah, I would 100% give you the benefit of the doubt on that one, Don. 100%. Oh! Two count on Ciampa. There goes my prediction. Right? I can say the earth rotates in reverse, but if I can't explain it, it's all nonsense. It's a little nonsense. Facts, exactly. Yeah, I don't see it with the blossoming, the blooming of wrestling coming back into the forefront, wrestling being more involved in pop culture, showing up at sporting events. There was a time, we will go through stretches where you didn't exactly brag about being a wrestling fan, right? So now you have the opportunity where it feels kind of cool again. A lot of people are talking about wrestling. A lot of people are rocking the merch. More and more celebrities are showing love for wrestling. WWE's. Oh, wait a minute, Steven. Uh-oh. My prediction for tomorrow's in trouble. Steven pins Ciampa. Folks, they look good in the go home show. It might be trouble tomorrow. Again, in your opinion, you think WWE Spanish announcer Carlos Cabrera and Hugo Savoinovich deserve to be in the... Yeah, why not? They got featured so much, man. They were such a pivotal part of, we're going to break their table tonight. I'd be okay with it. There's worse people in the Hall of Fame. I'm down. Triple H is making a good product, so less people care about AEW. Dustin's rooting wrestling. Yeah, I get that. And again, you should be celebrating both companies, right? Like, for the people out there that were wrestling fans, then you're happy when wrestling's achieving something. I saw an absolute diehard AEW podcaster, a very, very well-known podcaster, a podcaster we've talked about on here before, basically say he's praying for the death of AEW. And to me, that was never the sentiment, not on this channel anyway. And again, to go that cold on a product, go that cold on a company, and maybe it was said in jest, but it didn't seem like it. But the idea that, we want the wrestling to do well. I love TNA being on cable TV in Canada. I love TNA, striving forward, having bigger shows, working with the WWE. I love when AEW does well. We praise them when World's End went off without a hitch. We want all the wrestling to kind of accomplish things, but this jealousy, this pettiness of like every single good thing, there are certain people that just can't live with it, can't let it be. And again, to me, it's contrary to what you are, right? Like, I don't know, do you go to movies, do you go to concerts and sit there and wait for your chance to cut them up? Like, how does it work in your life? Are you just walking around miserable? And well, yeah, that concert was good, but they played the songs in the wrong order. Like, fuck off. Just enjoy something. And right now, again, well deserved for him. And I just got music and a crowd shot as we go to commercial break. But yeah, I mean, again, just be happy with it. When it's good, it's good. People aren't afraid to say they are wrestling fans anymore. It's not a bad thing right now. 100%, 150% on. As we are in another commercial break, folks, but that's the fun part of it. Like I said, more and more channels like this have popped up. More people are covering, like you said, you got Ice Cube Jr. out there doing wrestling podcasts. You got celebs, comedians, a lot of people talking about wrestling. You have people like The Undertaker popping up everywhere. It's gotten back into something very cool. And again, the energy's there, and a lot of us now understand like the entertainment side of all this. It's not about, they're tricking you into believing something in the sense of what the overall game is, but you get that you're being entertained like any other show. And it's, if your favorite artist, your favorite musician, your favorite athlete like it, well, what's wrong with you liking it? I just want AEW to be good. That's all I want. I watch it every single fucking week, hoping you're here for it, Keyshawn. Like, and again, they have so much talent. They have so much talent. I think all 30 spots are filled. KJ, let me do a refresh. No, I think I'm at... We'll confirm, actually. I think I'm at 28, but let's see if I missed anybody. We are currently on commercial break, and I'm going to do this rapid fire. If you hear your name twice or you don't hear your name at all, let me know, as I don't want to take too long, but I got 3 minutes to kill. MDB, Kyle Cabral, Larry McMillan, Rebecca Bromley, James and KC, Ronan, Acer 5000, Stoner Jesus, Smile Mark, Bradley, CM Unk, Big Dog, Mr. Stormy, 7P, Maddie M, Spaz, C Money, Julian C, Scott Rizzo, Don, Vargas, Byron, Ronnie, Lady B, Mega, Christopher, Unbroken, and Sean. Did I miss anybody or did I say somebody's alternate handle? Official tonight, Andrade versus Miz. That should be fun. I think that should be a decent match. I'd expect Andrade to get the win, but never count the Miz out. But yeah, not a bad shout on that one. I'm okay with that, Damien, as we add matches. Big main event tonight, tag team match. Should be a fun one. Tom and teaming up with Jacob take on Damien in an LA Knight. And again, this one could just end in an absolute melee. Real quick, though, going back to what we were talking about with the Rumble. Is Jacob Fatu in the Rumble? I think so. Tom and Tonga, they were talking about the Rumble tonight. So again, I know people want a lot of surprises, but there are people on the roster that aren't officially declared that we are going to get tomorrow. So do not lose sight of that. This movie looks promising. Fair enough. I like all wrestling. Gordon was the way it should be. You're in the right place. The wrestling utopia. The wrestling might suck. We never do. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Didn't hear pronouns, pal, but I don't know why we are shouting out names. Well, we're doing a Royal Rumble contest. You do hashtag Royal Rumble in the comment section of one of our videos, and you get entered into the Royal Rumble. 2 spots left right now. So yeah, let me know as I am fact checking with the peeps. But yes, pal, go comment on one of our videos from this week with hashtag Royal Rumble, and you get entered into the Wrestling for Life Royal Rumble. Let's go. But that's it. And for those who don't know, we are back at it tomorrow, 5 p.m. It's going to be a fun one. Next week, a busy week. We got Raw, the fallout from Rumble. Will he be here for a stacked NXT? Dynamite's ready to go as they get closer to Revolution and Grand Slam, actually, first. Then we come back for the Wing Show. The Wing of the Ring comes back. The defending champion, Anthony, out there, ready to defend his crown. We went to the store. We got new hot sauces for this round. The sauces only get hotter. And we actually took number 10, our ghost pepper, and we times it by 6 Scoville to blow it through the roof. So we're dealing with 6-digit Scoville ratings on some of these sauces. And so yeah, we're not going to want to get any questions wrong next week, folks. But we got more content coming your way, more action, more excitement, and we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and as always, be a friend, tell a friend. I got 105 with me right now. If all 105 of you share this link once, we might be able to triple up by the end of the week. As Tama and Jacob looking at those tag titles, DIY's not happy about it. Jose gets in there. Maybe I'll put Palin just to be nice. Oh. All right, folks. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. But the Royal Rumble entrants are now closed. So there we go. Hopefully I didn't fuck this up in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, now DIY arguing with Pretty Deadly. So again, like Nick and I were talking about before Nick went on his pause, tag team wrestling getting a spotlight. With 3-hour shows, you have a lot of time to tell stories. You really do have a chance here. The tag teams our divisions feeling competitive. Tama, Jacob could be tag champs. Tama and Tonga, when Tonga comes back, could be champions. You got teams like Pretty Deadly getting more love. And they show no matter what you think about Pretty Deadly, they've shown they go in the ring. As Michael and Pat at the podium are back. AW Grand Slam sounds like something you order at IHOP. Speaking of IHOP.
IHOP is better than, the one-legged waitress at IHOP called Eileen.
Eileen, come on, right. Eileen, hey,
come on, Eileen, no.
Pause.
Tyrese Halliburton coming.
Tyrese Halliburton is enough.
Indy's 317. Oh, he's just digging at every Knicks fan.
Right.
Trust me, I'm not that guilty of that. I named an entire basketball team after me. I almost feel like I was named after the team versus the team was named after me.
Right.
Yes, sir. You were talking about the wing and the ring and everything, and now you're making me feel like Clubber Lang out here. What's your prediction for the stream?
Pain. If he dies, he dies.
That's Anthony, respectfully.
Yeah, right.
If his teeth melt, his teeth melt.
Right. Well, yeah, we got Tyrese Halliburton kind of promo right now with Pat and Michael Cole at this podium. I think the podium's cool as shit. Is he going to announce his competing for the Rumble?
Please no.
No, don't do it.
Well, and I'm gonna be honest. Does SmackDown tonight feel more like an extended Royal Rumble kickoff or independent? Like, does it feel? Does it stand alone, or is it feeling like it's very much propped up of where this is more kickoff? This is an extended pre-show.
Yeah, we're getting the telestrator of Cody and Michael Cole crowd surfing tonight.
Listen, are we surprised, honestly, at this point that Michael Cole is white? Is that what we're doing out here? The man fucks up a handshake with Quavo, the rapper, and all that, and doesn't know how to crowd surf. We're just surprised at the Caucasian of Michael Cole. I don't think anyone was beforehand. Of like, he is, dad at a barbecue. He owns a pair of New Balances for sure. Right. They're showing them crowd surfing. Like Cody Rhodes embracing it. Michael Cole looks like, I don't know if I'm having the best or worst time of my life.
Right.
Jose, he is not a man. He is a piece of iron. Ooh, certainly not Michael Cole.
Oh, we're getting the video package for KO and Cody. Yeah, back to your question, Nick, though. I do feel like a lot of heavy setup tonight for sure. They sprinkled in some fun stuff. I mean, you do the 8-man tag match. You're building your tag team division. You spend some time highlighting it in the back with additional possible contenders. And you set up tomorrow's match. Chelsea Green, you put the U.S. title on the line. That's not a bad shout with a continuation. But yeah, very much we are at, it's the night before Christmas, and that's all we want to talk about is Santa's coming.
Like, it depends on where he's coming. But yes, like I said, twas the night before Rumble, and not a creature was stirring, not even the marks. Not a spoiler was stirring.
Right.
Kind of like Lady B, Michael Cole from the mountains of Caucasia.
Yeah,
look how many people showed up before SmackDown. Hashtag shots.
Bum, 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 bum.
This has been the best Cody Rhodes story sans Roman Reigns.
Right.
I have respect to AJ Styles, respect to this, respect to that. I haven't felt like Cody legitimately, not just going with my heartstrings and everything, could legitimately lose the belt more than now.
100%. 100%. But
what's up?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, this video is completely pulled my attention. This is really good shit, man. I love this. Like, this is let's go.
That's the thing, is there is nobody better than WWE that will sell you on a fight. I think the only other company that did it better was the UFC, and now they've sat there and partnered with them of now you getting cold opens and everything.
Right. MDB cutting a promo on the chat. I'll say this, a quick update, and then we can put this to bed because we actually ended up with over 30 people that signed up. And instead of turning people away because we're a big old happy community and we're such nice guys, Nick, what will happen is everybody who signed up, you're entered into both Rumbles. We'll give you a number, blah, blah, blah. The first person eliminated in the first Rumble will give their spot up to like the 31st and 32nd person that signed up. So we'll do that accordingly. So if you're the first out, you only get one shot, and then everyone else gets the second shot with the men's Rumble. So good times. We're ready to
go. Absolutely. I
show.
kind of felt like a little bit like that woman with the equations just passing through there for half a second and everything of mess, not my strong suit. So, yeah.
Right. So ABJ out there, I saw your comment come in. That's what's going to happen is you will not compete in the first Rumble, but you will take the spot of the first person eliminated.
You're number one in the queue.
You're in the queue.
You're 31. You're Dwayne. If Dwayne shows up at 31 and Kin wins,
oh shit, yeah,
Thompson is prediction champion, I'm smacking all the Buffalo.
Could you imagine? KJ by default gets number 31 if it happens.
There's been people that have talked about it. There are people that
I don't like it,
and everyone wants this to happen and is struggling to realize it's not going to.
I don't like
they showed a second of Dwayne in the Rumble promo, and they're like, "You see, they teased The Rock. He's going to be there. Number 31. It's not outside the options."
I don't like the number 31 idea. I really hate it. And it was something like internet made that caught fire. And it's one of those things. It was like, remember when Cody was supposed to be in a bull rope match, but it was just a made up internet fucking rumor?
Right.
Yeah, like that's like, oh, well, why didn't they do the stipulation that we made up? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what this is kind of feels like. But I do believe The Rock and Roman are heading towards WrestleMania. I don't like the idea that you're just going to let Rock hijack the Rumble. I don't love it.
But he hijacked Bad Blood like that. This is the thing: it's the most confusing, but the most wanted storyline in pro wrestling because none of the payoff makes none of the build makes any fucking sense at this point. But you just want the match because if this doesn't happen here, the ship has sailed. Right. And I'm starting to think it's more. I'm happy I'm not on that Titanic. Versus, hold me, Jack.
Hold me, Jack. Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Tony Danza.
Let's go. But we are in a commercial break, about 2.5 minutes before we get back to the action. I think it would be a wonderful time to have a quick word from our sponsor. Boom. Get yours today.
Absolutely. 100%. Again, fully independent, fully sponsored by ourselves and everything. Go and get your merch out there today. 100%. We even now got host exclusive t-shirts and everything. We got the Tea Time with Anthony. And especially there's been a lot of tea going around in the wrestling world right now, my guys. So we got the pots of boiling out there.
That's it. The man with his ear to the ground, the best coverage of TNA out there. And I know he's brewing up something for this weekend. So, yeah, give our man Anthony some love. Give our man some Anthony now. Everybody gets some Anthony. You get some Anthony.
You get an Anthony, and you get an Anthony, and you get an
Anthony. No, but here's shout out to Anthony. Yeah, get his t-shirt. We're currently working on new editions of the Nick T and the KJT. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, but still 100% again, I still think it's my favorite, honestly, even just the way it's presented, the motto, the image, everything of Wrestling for Life Network over everybody.
I love it.
Replicated, never duplicated. But yes.
That's it, folks. That's it, as we are 30 seconds away from the end of the commercial. But yeah, go to our store. The link is down below. Go check it out. We're bopping up new stuff all the damn time. We do have mugs, hats, tank tops, crop tops, drop tops, all the tops. Go check out all the stuff, folks. And any support is appreciated. Remember, if you take a sign to a show with our logo on it and you can prove it, we will send you a free t-shirt. And if you're in the Rumble, you might get your hands on some swag. So stay tuned for that.
Right. This thing's just a movement, so you can move or get moved.
Move.
Yeah, I know where you're going with that. And I was like, no.
I had no choice.
Fair enough. But, well, here, speaking of a man who had choices, but I appreciate every choice this man makes. But Brad out here gifting 20 Wrestling for Life Network memberships out here. Spreading the good gospel of the Wrestling for Life Network out here. Bradley,
thank you. Everybody thank Bradley. That's again, anytime we see the super chats, the memberships, we're completely humbled. We greatly appreciate it. We're not bankrolling it so we can go to the all the shows and leave our family at home. Yes. We are here every show. We love bringing you this content, and every bit of support goes right back in the channel. Subscriptions, memberships. We got all the things. So we appreciate it. And
wait, what the fuck? Did this actually happen, see money?
Yes.
Because Bradley not only gave 20, he then followed up with 5, and then even an extra 1 and everything. And I know people have the FOMO of fear of missing out and everything, of being out there for all those spectaculars and the hullabaloos and everything. But there's no place I'd rather be than right here, right now with the Wrestling for Life Network. And trust me, I don't need to pay some ECW referee or anything like that, or try and kidnap and hold some interview, some journalist hostage and everything like that for clout or anything like that. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's what we do, what we love to do. So Naomi is in the ring. She will be taking on Liv Morgan, and 44% of the chat is going for Naomi. Oh, wait, it jumped. 46 for Liv, 43 for Naomi. So neck and neck, 11% goes nobody.
There you go. Well, wait, Nick wasn't a member? I'll work here. I got to pay to work where you work.
Right. We haven't figured out how to
right. We haven't figured out the free platform yet.
We're working on it. I'm not a member for that.
I need the Wrestling for Life logo on a Pretty Deadly type shirt. Oh, if I show up to a stream with a crop top, top.
That's Halloween this year. Me and Nick are gonna go as Pretty Deadly, bearded Pretty Deadly.
Oh my gosh, the Viking Raider Deadly.
Hashtag moves.
Chesticles. Trust me, if you're here for our Super Bowl stream and everything like that, you might see me in a future Halloween costume and everything.
There you go. Scared me there for a second.
Yeah, well, no, we talked about it. We know. I might be, Madagascar. I might be Chris Rock in Madagascar.
Oh, is Liv going for the dumpster dive?
Well, and now just all up in the face of the referee. What?
Wiping her face on the shirt, trying to get that taste over
the oogies and the boogies. Do you think Raquel and Liv could end up, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions?
Yes, I think it makes a lot of sense. What do you do with Liv now that she's not in the championship spot? You got to cycle her out, right? Like, not everybody can be at the top of the pyramid. We know some of the names coming back. So I think you have an opportunity now. You put her over in the tag team division. They have a bit of a run. It keeps her busy, relevant, 100%. And she is 100% not winning the Royal Rumble.
Fair enough. But Adam not making me fall the Pretty chubby here is 100%.
If the chub fits, my guy, if the chub fits.
Heavy vitamins, instead of heavy machine.
Can we be called Pretty Burly instead?
That too? Skank and Tank? I'll take Skank.
Okay, you take Skank.
I'm trying to think of a play on Hank and Tank, because we fit that too.
Your play on Hank and Tank was Skank and Tank?
I improvised. I came off the top with it. I'm off the scale with it. I'm raw cut with it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
no breaks with it.
I swear we're covering a wrestling show right now, but that is the best thing I've heard all week. But Naomi is Liv is in control of Naomi right now.
I'm in commercial, so you got the wrestling show. I'll time myself out.
Hank, Skank and Tank. I'll take Skank. I'm clipping that shit. That's the best shit ever.
That next to I'm drooling right now. I'm not beating these allegations.
Right. Skank. All right, we're back. You're still on commercial.
You got anything better now that you had all this time to think about it?
Right. What?
Exactly. Jose saying, I'll take that shirt. And I was saying, you got anything better now that you've had all this time to think about it?
No.
We need to. All right. That'll be our antithesis to the, hot chicks like wrestling or whatever.
Right.
And everything. That shirt that's going around because, Vanessa Hudgens wore it. We'll just be pretty chubby.
Maybe we'll put on the back. I don't know. We'll come up with something. Chubby dudes dig wrestling.
Why is it on the back? Why do you got to be on the back like that?
We have more space to write.
You took 2 shirts and made it 1.
Right. Nick just fell off the top rope with an improv. It knees up for sure.
I boxed the shit out of that. Yeah. Hashtag brunt. I got
Pretty Beardly. I like Pretty Girly.
That's a good. That's a better one.
Than... so much funnier though.
That's fine. Just you can do both. Just don't put shit on the back.
You just fucking hell. Skank and Tank.
Yo. And you thought I was bad.
2 count by Liv, folks. Feel Good Friday in full effect. What?
I said, and you thought I was bad.
Keep Dom away. Nick suiting up in Chiefs gear this week. Let's go. Oh, I get it.
Oh, yeah. The Kansas City refs. Yeah.
Nick was... That's funny as hell.
Honest to God, was I gifted a membership?
No, man. I'm here with you.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking the people.
As we are 40 seconds away from the end of this commercial break, and yeah, Liv is still beating the shit out of Naomi.
There you go. I volunteer. I don't know from what program.
I think he was volunteering to take Naomi's move. If I'm being honest.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, that's up there. The sexy Rhea pin.
Sexy Rhea pin's interesting. I don't know if I want to be folded like that though. I don't know if I ever
get shit on my back.
No.
I prove I'm flexible.
No, I know I'm not.
I'm a stretch.
Yeah.
Key stink face or stupid sexy Rhea pin?
Wait, what? I'll take the first one.
So key stink face?
No, not that one.
You said that was the first one.
The first one? Okay.
Yeah.
No, not that one. Pretty chubbly. Pretty chubbly is horrible.
No, because that sounds like a little bit of the chubbly.
A little bit of the chubbly. Yeah, I like that too, though. A little bit of the chubbly. Dude, that is funny shit. I know we're just laughing at each other at this point, not even talking about the show, but
if you find this entertaining, I love you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Pretty chubbly.
This is third hour delirium that has become a thing when it comes to Friday Night Smackdown. A little bit. Now, well, we even talked about it with the prediction show. If Royal Rumble's only 3 hours, does that not feel like a Raw, like a SmackDown? Like it's got to be. Like we don't need 17 hours, but 4 will suffice.
Skank and Spank. Wait, am I Spank?
Yes. Why hasn't Spaz done that yet?
Skank and Spank. I hear the ladies have been telling stories about me again. Son of a bitch.
Now,
and you, why are we like this? I'll take Jade's pin. Down boy.
Oh, I like this.
Ah,
Damn it. Add pretty Gabriel Iglesias and be pretty fluffy. I would love to be fluffy.
Right. I'll send him a pretty chubby t-shirt and see if he wears it.
Fact. Oh my God, my guy. Pretty fluffy.
Pretty fluffy. He'd be like, wait, that's copyright.
He'd be like, lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly. Can you please stop selling my shit?
Right.
So pretty chubby might be the funniest or the best way to go with this one. With like with a
comment under this stream. Not only hashtag Royal Rumble, you just get added into the women. If we get on a whole another 30, we'll open it up even wider. You'll get added to the queue, but also your puns, what have you, for what we need to do for shirts for marriage. Because all this pretty chubbly on talk is just hilarious to me.
Right. Fluffy gonna need that 5XL. That damn. Big knee by Liv. Down goes Naomi.
Yeah, we are watching wrestling too. Fuck.
Yeah, we get sidetracked. But down goes Naomi again. 1, 2, 2, 2,
Dos
2, 2.
amigos. Yeah, and I'm surprised though Wrestling Revolver already is over and done with.
Adam, as the creator of Pretty Chubby, I might need some royalties. We'll hook you up.
Yeah. You might get the first show. You'll be the spokesmodel.
Right. Liv can give me the. There you go.
Whoa.
Damien, the leader of the Hopium tribe, jumping in hard. Let's go. Pause on all of it.
Hey, there's nothing saying you can't be smoking that Hopium and be thirsty at the same time.
Right. Hopeful for that. Oh, big booty. Rear view. Objects.
That's what Damien was hoping for. That rear view.
That rear view. Raquel up on the apron.
I hate though when it's you watch somebody and you can see like so obviously like I'm not looking away. I am not looking away. Okay. I am waiting for my moment, my cue in time. Yeah.
Oh, somersault. And Naomi gets the win.
Oh. He or she who goes over on the go home.
Belair here at with her partner. Still got questions. We got questions for these ladies. Oh, Raquel in the ring. Dude, true or false?
Mm-hmm.
Tamina will be in the Royal Rumble.
She's retired.
Did she? Yeah, she kind of retired, didn't she?
You're right. No, this is where I feel like I need to pull out your line and everything like that. Whoa, just write them off the list.
As Roxanne is stacking the ladies. Uh-oh. Not looking good. The tag
Why
champ
do I
down.
feel like this is coming? Like this is gonna deal with somebody coming out. Powerbomb on a both one day.
True, Damien. Power bomb on the stack. You said it. Future tag champs, Nick.
Oh, I think it's sooner rather than later. And I think at the Royal Rumble, we are going to get the split, the division. I almost wondered because I thought the match on Raw was for the belts. That I thought we might have saw the seed sown. Not try and say that many ass words in a row, but saw that come to fruition a little bit going into the Rumble here.
Right? That's Ric Flair. Yeah, no shit, right? The retirement's not a real thing. Naomi gets the win, Anthony. Big night. As we're going back to last Saturday, Braun Strowman took an absolute whooping.
Yeah, and goddamn, I keep forgetting. I thought that was like the end of SmackDown. And it's like, well, wait, there's more.
Right. Good night, everybody.
Well, I mean, my audio cut out before. It can cut out again if I can jiggle cords.
Right.
I like this though from Adam of I love key lime pie. Kid, I don't need royalties. I'll just go buy my own pie and eat it. Oh.
We'll send you a fucking pie, Adam. Let's go.
I'm gonna fight you for some key lime pie.
Right? We'll just tell your mom we ate the pie. But yeah, we're getting the replay of Jacob destroying Strowman. Now we're a little like a week removed. I don't believe that Braun's been announced for Royal Rumble, so it's up in the air whether he'll be in the Royal Rumble. 50-50 chance on him.
Yeah, well, I'll put more odds on Omos than Strowman. Because if you get Omos and Strowman, they have to have an eye-to-eye lock horns.
Right.
Strowman, I think, needs to stay away from it. He got decimated by Jacob. This was allow me to reintroduce myself.
Could that be the guy? Braun comes out and throws Jacob over the top ropes, and then we get round 2 fight. Round 2.
You know what I thought of most of when I saw Jacob taking out Braun Strowman is Bronson Reed versus Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways. Omos will be in the men's rumble and get eliminated by Jacob if he isn't in it. I 100% believe, like, I'm at 95 with the idea of Omos.
Fair enough. I honestly, for half a second, thought you were going to say with the idea of Jacob, and I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome. The more you say it, the more I feel like it's going to be a thing of he can be in it and not win it.
Yeah,
but I almost, for the sake of saving the character of, like, I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. What do I have to gain versus what do I have to lose if he's in there and gets eliminated?
Yeah,
if he eliminates it's almost like you don't gain a ton. You can set up the story that you could have done outside of the Rumble. If he goes in there and gets eliminated, I think character.
Yeah, but I got no problem with it overall.
You dim his light. You dim his light.
Dim whose light? Jacob, if he doesn't win the Rumble? Yeah, no, I don't think so at all. Jacob getting thrown out of the Royal Rumble doesn't dim anything. Jacob isn't being dimmed by one little moment. Jacob's Jacob. And again, what will happen is Jacob's going to get eliminated and go fucking bananas and, like, rip the top off the table, probably yank out the guy who threw him over and squash him on that table. Jacob's not just going to go quietly into the night, but I have no problem with Jacob being in the Rumble and not winning.
If he's in there, it has to be, I think, a heavy name that eliminates him. Like I said earlier, like a Cena. Could you see a Roman eliminates Jacob?
Yeah. That'd be, again, one of the matches you've kind of been hoping for is Roman Jacob. That perfect. There you go.
You tease it and you add a little Caesar, a little marinade for down the road.
And maybe Jacob goes after Roman and Solo's like, hey, bro, like, we're not doing that anymore. And Jacob gets mad at Solo because Solo don't want to go back at Cuz anymore.
If Solo and Jacob are in the Rumble, I think Jacob would eliminate Solo. I'd put it that way.
That'd be crazy. I'd be in. I'd pop.
Well, and I'll ask you this: as I'm in commercial, I don't know if you are, but so is Jacob now the leader of the new Bloodline? Is this a new thing? Like, where are we at? I think within the infrastructure of Solo, Jacob, Tama, Tongaloa.
It's very interesting, and I think for the first time, they seem to be in a bit of peril, right? Like the last time we saw Solo, he just walked out. The fans were booing him, and he left. We haven't really heard much since, and Jacob's come to the forefront. So I do think that plays nicely as far as it when Solo's taking a little bit of a breather. Solo had a run, and that's what you're going to see a lot of wrestlers do. Go on a run, take a little bit of time off. That's how we're going to keep our wrestlers fresh, excited, plus keep them from staling out. But I think there's it's a big question. Where does the Bloodline 2.0 stand right now? You know, Tongaleo's been out, Solo's MIA, and right now it's just a tag team. And they're even hinting at a possibility of a tag title. It's very curious.
My biggest question is, I think Jacob becomes the leader or the de facto head of whatever the amalgamation of the Fatus, of what even Heyman said of there's a reason we didn't try and bring them in because they were too dangerous and all of that. Solo to me is the big outlier of where does he fall? He takes some time away, but does he step in time with Roman, or does he try and go literally the solo route? Does he follow the line reverse? What have you?
Yeah, I think that's yeah, I really do think there has to be a shift. I think Solo coming back into the mix creates a possibility of that kind of rivalry of Solo, Jacob, and maybe the dynamic changes. Again, we do have to keep in mind Hikuleo's out there, Lance is out there. We've said it a million times, but my God, where are these Samoans? These are the new Veer Mahans of WWE. Are these hidden Samoans that we've been waiting for?
They're all just going to become ministers in India.
Yeah, monk it out.
Oh yeah, they're going to be a monk with no money. But well, and at the end of NXT and everything, to where you had, you know, everything goes to like the end of a fucking VHS tape and everything, or you know, you were watching the scrambled channel that you weren't supposed to be watching, and then it types in Vengeance Day. We thought, I think Sami Callihan, and I think I threw out the Wyatts, but I've seen even people throw out, could it be a Lance? Could it be a Hikuleo? Just finding ways to get these Samoans on board here.
Yeah, 100%. Very interesting. And as we are getting the signs of the night, there you go. But I'm not buying it. They're talking to each other. What do we call Canadian bacon? We call it ham. Hidden Samoan coming soon to theaters near you. Yeah, the Hidden Samoans. Dun, dun, dun.
Moana. That's Moana 3.
Moana 3.
The Hidden Samoans.
The Hidden Samoans.
I found Hikuleo. Moana the Explorer. I found Hikuleo.
Right.
Did you find Hikuleo?
Roro El Idolo.
Now it's going to be interesting of the rumors that seem to be swirling. A, around SmackDown, B, around the U.S. title division. You had a Zelina, you had potentially a Malachi. When you're Andrade, that sounds like a nice little combination that you could maybe find a workaround, find something to make a story there with.
Yeah, 100%. I think what we talked about a lot over the last week or so, especially, is a lot of questions, a lot of unknowns, a lot of breadcrumbs, but we're not really sure because there is a lot of opportunity here for them to do whatever the frig they want. So, I mean, it would be very interesting to see where some of these stories go, some of these angles go. Like, are we finally getting down to the 7th, 8th, 9th inning of the bloodline? Like, I know Paul likes to use his innings analogy. Maybe we're getting late in the game. Maybe this is a 7th inning stretch before we get one final burst in the last couple innings. But I feel like Roman's, you know, in and out, a little quieter. We'll see what happens going into Mania. But overall, this might be kind of the winding down of the overall arching bloodline saga.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, no, it's very interesting to me as I laugh at this of Simona 3.
Simona. I think I dated a Simona.
Bye, Simona. But
yeah.
No, go ahead. As Miz has Andrade on the outside going for a baseball slide, nobody home.
Oh, Andrade up. 64% of the chat going for Andrade, 24 Miz, 12 nobody. So, you know, some people got hope in the Miz, not many.
I think this could be more of, instead of the ending of the Bloodline storyline, I think it could be more of a splintering of the Bloodline storyline.
Maybe. And again, Jimmy's Big Jim now, right? Main Event Jay, they don't seem like they're going to be coming back anytime soon. Yeah, I really do. And I mean, again, there's question marks amongst the Bloodline 2.0. Rumor was, you know, a couple weeks ago, the dirt sheets were reporting they were getting a new name. They were changing it up, but remains to be seen.
For everybody that thinks that the Bloodline was just a Roman vehicle and nothing more, like, let's look at everything, every talent that has like 95% of the connective tissue and everything that we praise WWE for storyline wise
Mhm.
comes out of the Bloodline
Yeah.
story.
Mhm. And Andrade goes down hard. Didn't quite go down the way he was supposed to. I hope he's okay.
There you go. Well, there was no table to break his fall.
Oh, but can Samoa Joe ever be? He could, but I don't know. I mean, he's still big tag team match with Hook coming up.
Yeah, well, he's like distant
Right.
distant cousin.
Well,
yeah.
do you remember he went at Roman and like he was calling him the black sheep of the Samoan family? Like you weren't good enough. You're kind of you're the fringe. You're not one of us.
I miss the idea of Joe on Joe action if we got that match and everything.
Right.
Well, and that, like, imagine Samoa Joe in his peak versus Roman. And arguably, he's still kind of in his peak. So, like, even Roman now, that's a Mania match.
Right. Yeah, Miz just gave us the mabos.
You have no marbles, no Jobu, no none of that. And he hit a curveball.
Can he hit a curveball? But Andrade battling out of the headlock.
There you go.
Somebody. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you're shouting out the Super Bowl.
Yes, it's on the screen.
Yes, that's all.
Do it.
Spow, thank you. Guys with a $5 super chat saying, if I were the Rock, I'd call my wife the Sa Mona Lisa. No. Why did you set me up for that? Not gonna lie, you had me in the first half. You lost me in the second half.
Spaz.
I know we say ours is unfiltered and everything, but even a pool has a filter, goddamn.
Turns out Samoa Joe is just a tan guy from Nebraska named Todd. Andrade off the ropes. Miz.
That's such the best. Yeah. Just a guy named Todd.
I'll be right back, sir.
Fair enough. As KJ had all of the action, I have all of the commercials right now. So, yes, I will remind everybody 100% as it is pulled up there. We will be here live for the Super Bowl this year. Again, the Kansas City Refs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. So, absolutely. But I'm no way jaded about my Buffalo Bills not being there. I'm not, like Timmy Turner's dad. This is where I'd put the Bills in the Super Bowl if I had one. But I'm back in action if I've got the Miz walking around Andrade right now. Yes. We are here covering anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling, whether it's the original content we got out there with the Let's Rumble podcast, Wing of the Ring, Wrestling Court, etc. We've got Anthony with the TNA reviews, all of that. We're here covering live anything and everything, and at times even watching 3, 4, 5 plus shows and everything at the same time. So there is no one, and I do mean no one out there covering wrestling like we do. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. As now I've got Andrade and The Miz both down right now. There you go. The old kind of dragon leg screw there. Joe's real name is Franklin. Yeah. Here comes Franklin. Fairly brunt parents. You got there. You were trying. I see where you were going. Rapunzel saying Chiefs Kingdom. No. It is a false flag. It is false flag kingdom. You sit on a throne of lies. Oh, double knee from Andrade in the corner on the Miz. 1, 2. Crowd very quiet, says ABJ. I don't know if they've kind of gone to a standstill. I will say that. Oh yeah, they very much are the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. Alex, Eagles Empire. I'm pulling at this point for the Eagles because I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Andrade, big boot to Miz in the road. Chop. Adam saying, did you catch the GCW show at Hammerstein? Total Sugar Honey Iced Tea show. I root for them every time, and they let me down. Adam, yes, we did watch that. I think we were watching that as we watched TNA Genesis, if I recall, as Miz with a 2 count. But yeah, T's and P's very much to Alley Catch, friend of the channel, everything like that. Of that match really, I think, spun that show sideways. Through nobody's control or fault or anything, of New York State Athletic Commission requiring a second ambulance and all of that. And there is a clip going around, I saw it, of Effie talking about all of this. But yeah, the show got sideways, I think, because of a bit where they were. And I saw some people saying it was a Hammerstein curse and all of that. Yeah, I wish GCW got back to how GCW was in 2023 versus how they were in 2024. And I'll say that. But Miz trying to fight off on both men. Said, "Oh, are we gonna get something like a skull crushing finale off of the middle rope here? Both men are up here. I don't know who's got the Spanish Fly. Andrade with the Spanish Fly for a 2 count off the middle rope on the Miz." And again, with the Miz being here, and I know former world champ, perennial mid-card guy and everything like that, but he is a guy that I feel validates, I guess, this, if it's going to be your mid-card, your upper mid-card division of the Miz, Andrade, Nakamura, LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, you potentially get a Malachi Black and Aleister Black, what have you. Whoa. Mutos, catches the spinning back elbow, was going for the skull crusher. Both men roll into 2 guys. And again, I still swear, I love Eddie Kingston and all of that, but Andrade has the best spinning back elbow in pro wrestling currently, and he hits it on the Miz, and I like that they teased a little bit, because I don't think that this is going to be the only match they have against each other, but they teased the spinning back elbow getting caught into the skull crushing finale. So yeah, Andrade picks up the win in a surprisingly really good match. So far, arguably best match of SmackDown. Damien, tonight's GCW show is in the same arena that Revolver was in tonight. Well, there you go. Does GCW even have a show tonight? I didn't know if they did. I see it on football or on Play TV. Trailer. Escobar. Next time you find yourself in trouble, you reach out to me. So we're getting Santos and Priest kind of getting into it here. Once Allie got hurt, they should have extremely changed it. Yeah, Bradley, but again, it's a lot easier said than done. It's a lot easier to be revisionist history and, Sunday, Monday, quarterback and everything. The biggest thing to me was because of the New York State Athletic Commission. R-Truth with Damian Priest. Sorry, I'll get back to what I was saying, but I got R-Truth out here. This is Raw. I just talked with Adam Pearce. R-Truth is the greatest gift to pro wrestling. He is a guy that you cannot hate. You cannot be mad at. You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at is Ron Killing's R-Truth incarnate. As again, Shinsuke out there just in the background. I really like this little touch. We've seen it on Raw with Karrion Kross lately, and now we're seeing it with Shinsuke of just kind of I'm waiting in the wings, just observing, just out of sight, just at a distance, with LA Knight and Damian Priest talking to each other. But yeah. As again, R-Truth popping up. But let it go. Just embrace it. But the New York State Athletic Commission, to me, was more of the biggest hindrance. And just what happened with the accident mess up that show combined. I don't know how else they were going to change it. So, yeah. Selena laid eyes on Tiffany's title. Shinsuke a problem. I need him to be a problem. R-Truth and Rumble. I mean, which Rumble? He's been in both. He's been in both in the same year. So which one? He was a hologram all along. No, that would be wearing a mask and pretending to, Tony Khan cosplay. So are we going to get Tiffany Stratton interviewed by Pat McAfee coming up next is what they just said. As I'm cutting to a commercial break. So WWE's announced the whole list and everything, the whole timeline for pretty much the week, the weekend, the month in Vegas for WrestleMania here and everything as they're running through it. But yeah, R-Truth is a national treasure. He is a world treasure. I don't even want to. I'll say it as American. I don't think we have full right to claim him just as a treasure. I think he's a world treasure, global treasure. Right? Welcome to Raw. It's Stiffy time. We should form a team. Yes, R-Truth again. He, and it's so funny because he goes out there with the intent of how can I break people? How can I get people to chuckle? And he's one of those. He's a comedy gimmick, respectfully, that is so talented and so gifted that in 2025, he's still got that touch of seriousness to him. You still believe it. He hasn't gone full, circus clown or anything like that. When Shibata got his brain removed, they put it out truth. Quote Dave Meltzer. Small mark CM Punk or Roman Reigns, I think, wins the Royal Rumble. There you go. These pretzels, TV time is making me thirsty. There you go, Scott. There you go. Trust me, I'm always a sucker for a soft pretzel. Pause. Yeah, he's goofy, but he's not a joke. That's such a great way to put that. You took everything I tried to say in multiple sentences and put it into one. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, he's goofy, but he's not a joke. That's a killer line. Yeah, that's perfect for him. If someone hurts, truth gets real. Absolutely. Probability of The Rock showing up in the Rumble. 10%. I want to say it's Dwayne. There's always a potential, but where do you put him in? Does he have to win? Does he end up runner up? Do we end in the most fandom of fandom moments of WrestleMania of Royal Rumble 2025 of The Rock and John Cena or your final two? Or imagine your final four is Roman Reigns, CM Punk, John Cena, The Rock. Where do you go? If The Rock's involved, he has to be working WrestleMania. And there's been nothing outside of Bad Blood that's led me to think he's doing that. So I think it's still an outside chance. It would be, speaking of outside chances, but it would be the most expected, wanted to happen, finally it's going to happen thing if Dwayne shows up. I think they've given us every reason right now to think it's not going to.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. I think that's their job. I think they're supposed to have us guessing, supposed to have us not expecting it. So when that music does hit, we're like, oh fuck, it is happening. And we've seen it in the past. And I think that WWE has done a really good job. I know every once in a while somebody will comment somewhere about like Trips doesn't know how to write a story, or all the creative that's come out of this, whether it's Trips or not. They've told some really good stories and a lot of guessing games and a lot of misdirection and a lot of unpredictable finishes to certain things.
So then what would be your percentage of Dwayne's in the Rumble? I said 10.
I don't know that he's in the Rumble, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm like 85% certain that Rock and the Rock and Roman are going to go one-on-one at Mania. I'm not that confident that Rock will actually be in the Rumble, though.
I think if he's not, I think we're getting more and more nails in the coffin, if not the final nails.
I don't think so. Because, like I said, it's very similar to last year, where if he shows up on the first Raw after Rumble,
he got smack Cody in the face and said, "I want this, bitch."
Right? Like if he shows up on Monday or shows up on Friday, it's just like last year. Like and the story starts now and rolls all the way into Mania. So I do think that's a possibility. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what they're doing.
They solidified every thought I had, every opinion, every statement I had made right there with that. They did a whole video package for John Cena and John Cena and everything with him winning Rumbles, and they even ended it with the road to 17.
Yes. They're getting, and again, you did pick Cena to win. I don't want him to win. He's not my pick to win, but he could win. I have this weird feel. I think like he's the front guy on the poster for Elimination Chamber. And I just really thinking like they keep, it's his last time in Toronto. Does he win Chamber instead of Rumble? He's won a Rumble. So has he won a Chamber? He might probably won a Chamber too, actually. But I don't know.
He did, because that's where Edge cashed in on him.
That's right. Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, so we're gonna get McAfee on Stratton. Are you gonna get the Cena retirement, once in a lifetime attire when he comes to Toronto? Because he did the exclusive Indianapolis gear. I'm asking if you're gonna get the Toronto exclusive.
Yeah, he might do the blue and white. I like when Edgewood did the Toronto exclusive as well. I mean, I think one of the things, like, there'll be a Toronto Yeet shirt. They've done really good. You see Sammy getting the Montreal Canadiens shirt when he was when honorary Ooze shirts were going around. I think it's a super smart marketing thing that they do. We've seen the San Jose one recently with Yeet. Every city they go to, there is city specific merch. I think it's awesome. So yeah, I mean, might want to try and get my hands on some of the Toronto friendly stuff.
Yeah, I anticipate you wear like a Copeland, Maple Leafs kind of jacket that he had, just like as a robe getting out of the shower and everything like that.
As Tiffany Stratton is in the ring, folks, the show rolls on. We're still about 25 minutes left on the clock here tonight. But Cena has been advertised for Elimination Chamber, Jose. Not necessarily the match, it just means he's going to be there. And yes, it's the advertisements we're getting in Canada, specifically John Cena's last trip to Toronto, or last pay-per-view in Toronto or something.
If Cena doesn't win the Rumble, then who does?
CM Punk or Seth or Roman. But I got Punk. I got Punk winning it.
Is Punk and Heyman cost it the favor or something like that? Like, is that the favor? If that's your punch your ticket to Mania? I
don't know. Maybe if he doesn't win Rumble, does he use his, I don't know what, again, does Roman win the Rumble and the favor is that Paul makes it a triple threat? Is that how you get multiple people into the main event? Cody, Roman. So it's different, even though Cody and Roman are still there. But Punk's there this time. I don't love that take, but I'm just writing as we go here.
Well, no, I was about to say I liked the fact that everything could be right and everything could be wrong that we just said, and they both hold as much weight. Tells you how on the par is this Rumble.
Yeah. Tiffy time. That's fine.
You're not in the Rumble, though.
Nia Jax is in the Rumble. She said if Nia Jax wants to win the Rumble, that's fine.
Wow.
Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie, in the house.
What in the fucking Wheeler Yuta is this haircut?
What in the Wheeler Yuta is this haircut? That's amazing.
Bro, she's got bangs upon bangs upon bangs.
She bangs, she bangs. Christian, it's your time to shine.
Yeah.
Tiffany looking nice in the Sabrina Carpenter outfit. There we go. Who? Minnesota's own Tiffany Stratton. You pissed a lot of people off. Oh, like another person we haven't really done. Candace probably in the Rumble.
Would you? I'm gonna make Anthony mad. Would you rather take a Michelle McCool or Candice LeRae in the Rumble?
Candice LeRae's more active, and she'll play a part of like helping Nia like as much as she can before she gets struck. That's only that she has a purpose, right? Like she's, yeah.
Could we see an Indy Hartwell in the Rumble tomorrow?
Nah,
she's in the arena. She's in
Indy.
2025.
15, 3%.
15, 14, 13,
Yeah,
25, 75. Right here, 75.
Nia crushes Candace. Tiffy saw her coming.
What the?
Murder coming.
And Tiffany out here barefoot. She flipped off the sandals. Who's wearing sandals in January?
Barefoot and bare cheek. Let's go. Slam down. Off the ropes. Nia.
Who looks more vintage attire? Tiffany out here with the blonde hair, red lipstick, and the polka dots, or timeless Tony Storm?
Right. Oh, shit. Annihilator. Is she in that stainless steel vibe tonight?
Why can't they just call it? Well, I might know why, but why can't they just call it a bonsai drop? It's the same fucking move.
Yeah, but it's her move now, so it's the Annihilator.
The Annihilator sounds like trash, though.
Well, I mean, she could technically do the bonsai.
That sounds like a shitty second tier, third tier Transformer. The Annihilator.
Bonsai drop sounds like something you drop. Something you drop on fucking.
Sounds like something you might order from Pico.
Right?
Can I get a bonsai drop?
Damn, Mabel got nice hair. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Iconics. By the way, I was watching the video of Harley Cameron doing the Iconics TNA theme song. Man, we want Harley. Hashtag let's go. Iconics. People were talking about the Iconics maybe making a return, but they're busy.
Well, they're reuniting, I believe, on the independent scene or around there or whatever. And that's where, like, even I saw Steph D. Lander was kind of shouting out Indy of like, hey, maybe we kind of run this all the way around and everything.
Right.
Yeah, no, you can keep revving your Harley. I'm still not going to buy it.
Right. Whoa. Interesting comment. I don't know if it's verified or true, so we won't go too far into it. But Brock Lesnar is now officially named in the lawsuit against McMahon, Laurinaitis, WWE. Once we can confirm that, we might talk more about it. We knew this was a possibility for a long time.
That just either way, true or not, I think it just confirms more and more for everybody out there that thought Brock Lesnar was going to show up in the Rumble. You can have that. That ain't going to happen.
Right. Sandman Destroyer by Def Rebel is the name of this song.
There you go. Did they say that on commentary?
Nope. Said it on my caption.
Oh, it popped up in the thing. I didn't.
Yeah. So Def Rebel still making songs for WWE, by the way. For a lot of people who are like, "Oh,
wish you didn't," but yeah,
right. So Sandman Destroyer for the Samoan Werewolf. Okay.
Both sound like things much cooler than anything Def Rebel ever made.
Right. Lita could come back for Women's Royal Rumble. She could make an appearance. I don't want too many of those. I want Trish and not Lita, though.
Well, we talked about this on Thursday, and I'm surprised we get Jacob literally coming out and we go right to commercial. You probably still have him coming out. I have commercial. But yeah, to me, you talked about it with talent that you already have on the roster.
Yeah.
To me, if you're going to have surprises, have somebody that's going to have a match or two after. You can get value out of it.
Return on value. Yeah, I like the idea of value, and maybe somebody that could tease the idea of like, oh, wow, it looks like they might actually do it and then not do it. Right? Like, you know, even a Trish comes out like 26, 27, 28, hangs around for a few minutes, maybe gets down to the final 5, 6. And some marks out there start getting excited of like, Trish might do it. Trish, and you know, then she gets
keep it about Trish. If you right now, if Trish was in the final 4 and everything like that, the Rumble, you believe she could actually win it and everything.
Yeah, I mean, Mickey kind of has that vibe too of like, never say never, but is it likely? No, but it's still you plant those seeds of murder.
Well, and again, do we? And I know Pat was talking to Punk today on his show of, you know, AJ Lee's out there. She's at home. She's watching over Lair and everything, but they've teased more than ever. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up.
Right.
That to me is, you have her come back. You have maybe a match with Roxanne, what have you. You have a match or two, and then done. We can go on our merry way. But there's chapters we need written there still.
Right. No, 100%. I mean, I think, again, I said it before, where she just seems so content, so confident in her decision making. Like, she's not like others. She doesn't seem to miss wrestling the way others do. But again, Triple H phones you up and says, listen, we're going to give you a lot of money. You don't have to do a lot, but my God, will this be good for everybody? I think she could be talked into it for a short stint, depending on timing, what schedule she's running. She has her own projects that she might not be able to do. So it might be just the Rumble and that's it. Maybe a little bit of a follow-up because we don't know what she's got going on. But ultimately, as Damian Priest is coming out, folks, ultimately, man, it will be huge. I don't even want her. Don't save her for 30. Bring her out. Bring her out 28,
27.
27, the lucky 27.
Yeah, it's surprising how 27 got the role of being lucky, but hasn't been like the luckiest number at all ever.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have a number that's never won before. That'll be interesting.
4.
I think like 16.
I'm just trying to pick odd numbers and shit like that.
I don't think anyone's won from 8, 9, 16. I don't fucking know. I'm just rambling on this point.
Fair enough. I mentioned it on. Oh, we're in commercial. We're back from commercial break, so I'll touch on that later. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, somebody might have said something just so happened after I said it on Thursday, everything like that.
Right.
Might have taken all the credit for everything. Yeah.
Funny how that worked out, eh?
Yeah, it just so happened to be that I have the intuition of a senile, delusional Japanese wrestling fan.
Yeah. I'm personally not clamoring for AJ Lee. Truthfully, like my personal opinion, MDB, I was never a giant AJ Lee fan. So, but I understand how big the moment could be. And so I'm all for the moment of like, holy shit, Punk's wife's here. But we're off and running right out of the gate.
I want to smack you just because, holy shit, Punk's wife here.
Right? I'm not a big AJ, like, again, she was kind of lost a little bit in that diva.
Are you a bigger Bellas fan than an AJ Lee fan?
I don't know why we went that route, and absolutely no.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
That's like the extreme. No, like it's like I don't like chocolate chips. You're like, do you like crack? You're like, wait, whoa. Like,
I mean, maybe if I'm home, you never know,
right? But no, I mean, again, I think that I think she's good. I respect what she's done. I just wasn't the big like, oh my god, AJ Lee fan. I really wasn't.
Fine. Well, since you mentioned it, I'm gonna go put my
You
supply
bitter,
away. Since you don't
right?
want to buy it, I'll go put it away for a minute.
As Nick goes and thinks about it, folks, we are rolling along. Damian Priest laying out Tama to start this one off. Tag team action in the main event of tonight's show. But don't forget, we are back tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one as we are live for the Royal Rumble. Next weekend, we are live for the Super Bowl. So much going on in the channel. Be a friend, tell a friend, and let's keep these numbers growing fast, folks, as we appreciate all the love. Going with nobody for this match. What did the chat say? Still waiting on some more votes. I'll let it go. Get your vote in. Let me know. Team Jacob for the win. Tommy Tonga and Jacob Fatu for the win. I like it. Nick taking a pajama break. Let's go. 3 live crew reunion. Right. Bring back everybody. Got that one. The Weeknd just released a new album last night with 22 songs. Get ready to hear a whole lot of the Weeknd themes. Yeah, we were kind of happy that the WWE has gotten away from the Weeknd. But yeah, we might be seeing a lot if he just put something out. So yeah. I'm not reading that, Jose. I didn't mean to click on it either. Who do you think like to see Women Royal Rumble mask Rhea Ripley? Alan, welcome. I don't know what exactly is being said here, but yeah, Roxanne's got a shot to be in it for sure. Ricky Martin, there you go. Completes it. You'll be so happy, Christian. We'll get that Ricky Martin spot. You know who I really want to see in the Royal Rumble? Shannon Moore. I love Shannon Moore. Jacob taking down Damian. Big hip thrust in the corner. I'll take Nikki Bella. No, bro. No. I really don't like the Bellas. Bellas, to me, are like the last generation's Mercedes Moné. A lot of ego, a lot of fluff, not a lot of substance, and not a lot of quality. AJ Lee, I like her. I do, but I feel like she was a kind of a funky time for wrestling, funky time for women's wrestling. She was good, but I can definitely respect the moment that we could be getting at. It's a Rumble, 65,000 people, and her music goes off. Doesn't matter if it's number 5, 12, 20, 30. The place is going to become unglued, regardless of personal feeling. But 46% of the chat taking Priest in LA, 38 going to Tama and Jacob. Nobody gets a 15% on this one. I thought maybe this match just ends out in a whole Royal Rumble brawl, but we'll see. But LA Priest and LA Knight getting the nod. As Damian fighting back to his feet, folks. Big elbows. Total's Divas definitely made me not like the Bellas for real. I like Brie more than I like Nikki. True. I like the Bellas. Yeah. Meh. The Bellas are a couple of snot bags. Yeah, there you go. Covered it. And part of me wonders if they weren't on Total Divas, would they have been nearly as popular? Did they or matter in any way, shape, or form? Was it really the tweets they put out, or was it the fact that they were getting a TV show? LA Knight swinging on the hot tag, rocking Jacob a little bit, but Jacob says not today. Into the corner goes LA. Misses. Taking out Tom. LA on fire. 100%, Roddy. It's undeniable. The most avid hater out there has to struggle to find what their complaint is with Jacob Fatu. I don't give a shit. I mean, the guy is ironclad. Big elbow by LA, though. LA good looking good tonight. Nobody wins this match. I could see it just turning into a kerfuffle. That was the right, exactly. Yeah, 100%. And that's factual. That's not even that's on the record. That was his method. And it showed in the ring. You get a star. Brie mode. Brie always cheesy. Yeah, no shit. I didn't say I liked her music, and I didn't say I loved her. I just said I liked her more than her sister, at least in ring and overall personality. Love that old technique, shoulder pinching. That's old school. Let's go. I got a suplex by Tama Tonga. LA Knight in the corner. The Bloodline in control, or whatever they want to call themselves. I'm off to work tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go, Keyshawn. I'm going to check one more time while I'm still live, but we will be doing the announcements and picking the numbers for the participants in the Wrestling for Life Royal Rumble during the pre-show tomorrow. So tune in, find out what number you get. I like the Bellas. They were fun. Come on, Anthony. Come on. I don't know. I just never got them. I didn't like them. I thought I think part of it is their persona. I didn't love them on Total Divas. They got on my nerves. They're like the Kardashians of wrestling. Fucking brutal. Let's go, LA Knight. Absolutely, absolutely. As he's getting worked over, I see that I'm in a commercial break. 2 minutes away from the return to everybody. But right now, Jacob Fatu is just working over LA trying to fight back, but to no avail. Come on, man. KJ, could you see the Iconics returning at some point? Maybe. Why not? I mean, they're still young. I know both of them had children. I thought one of them was maybe having a second child, but I could be incorrect. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what their plans are, but I think it would be like anything else. Like once it's in your blood, it's kind of your thing. Could you be at home thinking, I'd like to do that again? And I love the Iconics. I think the Iconics bring a shit ton to the table. So I'd be more than happy to see them come back. Bum, 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 bum. Armando Estrada is going. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it, Christian, but we can all hope. We can all hope. We all got dreams. I like the Real Wives, the Real Housewives. You know, I would like the belt. Yeah, I get it. Okay, there you go. I see it. I see it. I liked Peyton Royce. Yeah, Peyton Royce and Spears as a couple. I mean, they are a couple. That'd be interesting. But I mean, the Iconics, they did well. Even when they went to TNA, I feel bad that their TNA run wasn't longer because they were solid. They were really strong, really knew who they were. They were a pain in the ass. And I think they did well. I was really, again, that was kind of around the real bad Vince McMahon booking. And he split them up. And to me, it didn't make sense. As we are 15, 14, 13 seconds away from the return from commercial break, Tama Tonga in control of LA Knight, folks. And again, the favorite or the vote going to LA and we're back from commercial. LA and Priest. Colors were great. See? Different strokes, different strokes. Speaking of strokes.
Stroke man, stroke man, stroke. Stroke, yeah. No, the Bellas were they like Haley said, Real Housewives, all of that. Hey, we're whatever with women. I'm not going to talk about attractiveness and all of that and everything like that, but also our stepdad's head of booking. We're dating Daniel Bryan and John Cena, right? And we're also have a fucking reality show around us. If they weren't going to get over, no one else fucking could. Like what?
Right?
You had every advantage in the fucking game, and then still went and got enhancements.
But it's because they put out a tweet and started a revolution.
No, it's because she sat there and just. There ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind on Raw and Netflix, and everyone's like, "Oh, she should come back." I wish I had the talent that Nikki Bella has to convince people that she's a fucking talented wrestler, or both of them have to convince people that they're talented in the ring because they're not.
They're not talented in the ring, and they're the Kardashians of wrestling as Damian Priest is on fire, flattening Tama Tonga.
Yes, all ass and trash, but yes, Kardashians, 100%. As Priest is on fire, and I hate that that the Bella twins are getting talked about more than LA Knight and Damian Priest.
Rumor is she's in Indy. She's there. Rumors.
Well, the rumor is whether she's in Indy or Indy's in her. Priest just dumps Jacob on the announce desk.
Right.
Oh. Never hit a Samoan in the skull. They have hard heads.
Right. You either loved them or hated them. Yeah, no, they're very polarizing for sure. And I just didn't, again, I just, they weren't good in the ring. I didn't love their, again, it was what it was. But we got a good match going. Old school punishment. Into a crossbody. Toe.
How do you feel if Priest is the guy that carries on that kind of, not exactly Taker, but like a little bit of the moveset, like hitting old school? Like that's such a vintage Taker thing.
Yeah, but I think and I mean, I like that they do it in the sense of it's homage, right? Taker's gone, he gets compared to Taker. So if they, I mean, where you made the comment earlier, where you rename the move and you get mad, oh, it's the Mexican Destroyer. No, it's not.
Oh, I didn't get mad about the Mexican Destroyer. I believe you did, Captain Canada.
I did.
You got mad. You just projecting your hatred on me. But
Tama on the back.
Again, if that's the one thing he takes from Taker, that's something that I don't think is a bad transition and everything.
No, absolutely not. Sorry, Anthony popped me because I was sitting thinking the same thing. Damian is an old school guy. Is it too soon to say LA Knight is on fire? No. I didn't get it.
Run the angel.
My bad, pal. My bad. It's on me. That
two count by Tama. We're trying to we're playing Minesweep out here and trying to get through the end of this match.
Right. Oh, DDT.
1, 2.
A wrestler looking good does nothing for me. Wrestling isn't sexy. Yes, it is. It's a sport, dude. You got to have talent. I agree. You got to have talent. But I mean, if you even have the men running around in their underwear, let's be real.
I mean, Josh Allen is sexy and has talent.
Right?
He's sexy.
Yeah. I know I'm cute.
Oh, again, they play their theme songs at board meetings, so
that's the best shit. I wish I had a theme song every time I went to a meeting. The door kicks open.
Bow down to the king.
Yeah, that's what was in my head. Damian, reverse the south of heaven.
Does Motorhead go in this year with Hunter going in?
That would be cool. Yes.
It'd be pretty cool.
It'd be pretty cool if they did.
People who don't want to be cool.
Right. It'd be pretty cool if they did.
Right. All right. It'd be sure a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah, if wrestling wasn't trying to sell some sex appeal, all the wrestlers would be in sweatpants and t-shirts. You know?
No, that's all the fans, including myself.
3, it's over. Damian Priest with the W.
And it makes sense if you got your big baby faces, you've got, former world champ, former US champ, world champ contender, 2 guys that if they aren't already in the Rumble, pop up Samoan drop from Jacob just laying on Damian.
Jacob saying, I'm not.
Credits are rolling and we're hitting prettiest Samoan moonsault ever.
There you go. Jacob Fatu goes off the air tonight looking like a badass.
If you aren't making this man a star, I don't know how you make one, because you have him destroy Braun Strowman on Saturday Night Main Event. It's the biggest talking point. And you end your go home show before your biggest of your big four, probably number 2 out of your big 4.
Right.
You end him on the go home show, and it's Jacob Fatu out there. Grabbing the skin ropes, shaking after you just destroyed a former world champion with gold teeth and braids and everything.
Welcome to SmackDown, Damian Priest. But I mean, you do a really good job of like, welcome to the Jacob show. And one of the biggest knocks and criticisms on WWE before was, man, be careful when you sign. We used to say it all the time on streams. If you go to the WWE, Vince is going to fuck up your character, change your name. It's not going to be good. Don't do it. Now you see Jacob, you see Penta. And if you're an independent worker or working in another company, you might have your eyebrows perked at like, holy shit, look at Jade. Look how they're treating these signees.
Well, even then, you have stuff like the TNA deal would never have been a thing that existed. The WWID program would have never existed. Did you even see to where Penta and Dom were kind of getting into it at the Rumble, setting up potentially Backlash if that's going to actually be in Mexico? Think about how many international shows that they even have.
Brunch with the boys on the way, folks.
Facts. Well, that might even happen sooner rather than later, depending on Grand Slam, and depending on if, when, and where they want to air that.
So the reports, I did some research and did some digging around. It's airing at 8 p.m. Regular time slot, regular place, on Saturday, the 15th is all the reports. So it will be taped prior.
But off the top of my head, that can't happen because of NBA All-Star. So
I mean, again, I don't necessarily know. I don't know what the schedule is for it. Like, I don't know if TNT has multiple channels or if the All-Star stuff's on TBS, not TNT. But yeah, as far as I understand it, they will be live at 8, or they will be.
Fair enough. That's better than what I heard was 2:30 in the morning on a TNT.
Yeah, no, I don't believe. Now there is some talk, and I haven't confirmed it yet. But could it be live on Max? And that you're going to kill your ratings if you put it on live on Max 18 hours before it goes Saturday.
The ratings discussion to me, I think, is dead, though. I think that's really dead because now there's too many variables. You've got Max, you've got Netflix that accounts for every rating for Raw. Like, everybody likes to make the joke of, you want to look at the TV viewership for Monday Night Raw, 0. So
very interesting.
The ratings conversation is a bit dead. Yeah,
a little bit. It's kind of getting passe. But at the end of the day, folks, get your rating out of 10 on the show. Nick and I will hang around for a little bit longer. Great show, fellas. See you tomorrow. Jose, see you there. But we will take your rating out of 10. What did you like? What didn't you like? We'll break it down a little bit, and then we'll get some rest before our big Rumble marathon tomorrow. But started with 8 from Christopher. Just double checking. Yeah, we'll go 8 for Christopher. 7 from Jose. No Trish. Maybe tomorrow. See money. 7.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. A lot of people liking it. 8 out of 10. I thought it was better than last week. We'll start with that.
Oh yeah, it very much. Can we at least agree that SmackDown struggled with 3 hours?
No, I don't necessarily agree with that. I thought last week was a bit of a slow project. I didn't love last week. I thought this week was better. This week didn't feel like a long 3 hours. And I think it's been okay overall. I think part of the interesting position with SmackDown being 3 hours is we kind of lost like the Bloodline stuff that was taking up so much time, and it's in a bit of a weird, like a transition spot as far as what we're getting.
There's nothing captivating. It feels like it's a standstill.
Yeah, so I think that's separate from the duration issue. That's all. What's up, Ricky? How you doing? Thank you so much for that super chat. We definitely need BWTB ASAP and have hella members be right now.
Brunch with the boys. That's what it was saying.
Let's go. 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, now would be a time to do a members only for sure, because we just got 25 new members.
They know 100%. So you better make sure. Yeah,
Right.
but maybe we'll sneak that in.
I was looking at the calendar today and to see where we could slide it in.
We'll talk off air and see where maybe things slide in.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's tricky, boys.
But what are you giving tonight?
Tonight for me, I think I'll go 7.5.
Okay, I don't know. You very song singing. So I don't know if that's honest or not.
Yeah, I was kind of floating through, but yeah, 7.5. I think I thought it was good. I thought it was really, really solid. It didn't, kind of what I expected in a lot of ways. A lot of hype for Royal Rumble. Jacob Fatu gets the MVP of the night by my standard. Overall, a really good Raw or a really good SmackDown. Shit.
Our truth out there. Really good Raw.
Right?
It's a really good Raw.
Dog. We're going back to the future. But no, I think 7.5, 8, I think in that range, but I'm more on the 7.5 side.
I agree with you because I can't make a strong case to go beyond you. But no, I love that you even said of Monday Night Raw. I was like, our truth. Bob Dunn said the exact same shit. It's right around there. I will say, out of the 3-hour SmackDowns that they've had, one of the better ones.
Yep,
it was a bit of we're pitching to the Rumble, so you do get a bit of a saving grace with that.
And a pre-show.
Yeah, like I said, so you get the buffer 7.5. You can go 7.25. Like I said, I can meet you. I don't know. No, I could go there. I can't make a super strong case to go 8.5 or anything. Like I can't go make a case to go beyond you. I'll say.
Right. So Bradley's right, and in honor of Bradley's generosity, we will announce this weekend the date and time of our next members only stream. How about that? In honor of your generosity, we will get one going.
Absolutely. So, folks, not only do you not even need to tune in at 5 o'clock when we're live in full effect here for the Royal Rumble tomorrow, just because we're live in full effect for the Royal Rumble, you gotta know you're slotting for the Royal Rumble, and you'll know when the next members only stream is. So we're going all the teases.
We're doing all the teases. 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. See you tomorrow, Denisha. 7.3, decent show. But for a go home show, could have been better. I mean, I'm kind of in that mindset nowadays of like the go home shows are a lot like this. Not a whole lot. They threw in a U.S. title, women's title match. I thought that was okay. I think a lot of the go home has this vibe nowadays. It's not like the old school where like shit blew up on they save it for the pay-per-view more than
if
not.
This wasn't a go home show, I feel like this would have gotten a smaller score. I'll say that.
Okay. I can see why, but Ricky giving it an 8. Nakamura versus Jimmy Uso for the U.S. title is a possibility. Both, I'm assuming Jimmy's going to be in the Rumble, so Nakamura is already declared for the Rumble. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
How do you feel about Sasuke Nakamura out there, hiding in the background and everybody too?
I like it. I like that WWE has us looking in the background all the time of like, who's that? Sometimes it's just a dude eating a donut on his break, and we're like, who's that?
Well, I think that dude eating a donut, everybody thought was Uncle Howdy.
Right. 7.2 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Slide it in, pause, simmer down, sir. Late night on Friday, the boys getting wild. Collision has a street fight tomorrow. That could get ratings. From who? The Rumble's on.
This is again, certain people on certain platforms and everything have said, well, AW sign on for everything with the TV deals. There was no distinguish between an A show and a B show. You're telling me that Collision ain't a B show when you're going to put it, you're going to have the timeless Tony Storm reveal against Saturday Night Main Event, and now you're going to have a street fight versus the fucking Royal Rumble. Yeah. I literally at one point thought AW was going to run a pay-per-view toe-to-toe with a Super Bowl.
But Nick, in addition to that, you have this situation where, you do things like you have the timeless Tony moment, but Dynamite's struggling. So why not put some shit, take care of your home base, your flagship show. And I know Collision's got to have some stuff, but you're up against the Rumble. This is going to get buried. Like, I mean, if they get 300,000, I'll be shocked. And I know some people out there are going to watch it or watch it after the fact. I know I will take a peek at it. But ultimately, a part of this whole situation, the problem with that is we had a street fight last week, or the week before we had one. Didn't Adam Page and Daniels have a street fight? Like, you keep doing it. I don't need to tune in for this one. You'll do it again next week. We're good.
I would bend the knee, and I need to either go before or on a different date with airing Collision than going toe-to-toe with the Royal Rumble, because you're not going to win. Like, sorry.
It's not fair.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. And that's not a knock on AEW. It's just the nature.
That's reality.
Right?
That's the reality of the circumstances.
It doesn't matter who it is, AEW, GCW, TNA, they're all swallowed on this particular day.
Jesus Christos could come down right now and take on Lucifer in a 2 out of 3 sins match. And it's not beating the Royal Rumble, let's be honest.
Yeah. Where are the effing matches tomorrow? I haven't even heard. Only 4 matches. Cody, KO, ladder match for the titles, MCMG, DIY, tag titles, and 2 Royal Rumble matches. They are going to give everything a lot of time.
And justifiably. I feel justifiably.
Right? Suzuki.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm out there with Mike Tyson. Shinsuke Nakamura. I broke my back. It was spinal.
You're not making it easy. The other feud would be Becky and Charlotte. That could be okay. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, overall, good show. Solid go home show. Feels good. Feels all right. We will be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. We're looking forward to this one. It's going to be a hell of a night. Our Saturday streams always cook, folks. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. We want to see triple digits plus tomorrow. So let's blow this stream up. If you can share it with the people you know, we appreciate it. Tune into the pre-show to find out what number you get in the Royal Rumble. So, and for those who came in late, you will be in the second Rumble, the men's Rumble. You will get a number from the bottom feeders in the first Rumble. But we're looking forward to it, folks. Follow all our socials. Give us some love. Don't forget about our Twitch. We're trying to get to 50 followers, 50 Twitchers. But Nick, I mean, I'm pumped. It's Rumble. We're there.
Oh, so now we've come to the end of the road. But yes, no, tune in tomorrow, folks, for all the teases, everything that pleases. But I have not been more excited for a Royal Rumble in since this right now of anybody. And I do mean anybody could win.
Anybody.
Yes, our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you're able to put that for life with it.
We got a Rumble. See you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. Good night.